This is it, the premiere episode of Daily Blast Live. Everyone's talking about last night's Emmy Award shockers, but who really won?
Plus, Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife goes viral on Instagram. All that coming up next.
Let's get this thing kicked off with our top 5 trending topics that you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Stalker. Hey, Sam, take it away, girlfriend.
We are live! That was the very first episode of DBL 4 years ago, and today we are kicking off year 5.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Welcome to year 5 of DBL. It is Monday, September 13th. I am Tori. I'm so pleased to be here with Erica, Al, and a very special guest, Jeff Schroeder is in the house.
Wow, I get a last name.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
do.
Thank you.
First of all, it's really good to see all of your faces today, especially Jeff. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a really big day for us here at DBL. So I wanted to ask you personally, since that's what we do here on the show, how does it feel to reach 5 years in this seat at this table? I'll start with you.
It's surreal. I took this job. I was just like, I'll go see Denver for a year and I'll be back. You know, let's keep it 100. You know, you just never think, because it's daytime. The shows are in daytime forever. So the idea that you would find a daytime show and we would gel the way we did and we'd come together and we'd be sitting here 5 years later, it just blows my mind, guys. What about you?
I will just confirm that this is officially my longest job in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am so excited.
I thought you were about to say your last day. I was like, don't do that. Not now.
I'm so excited. I've always done ensembles coming from radio. I've never had this type of family feel where we just completely ride or die, and sometimes we're dying more than we're riding. Sometimes we're riding more than we're dying. But I'm so happy to be here.
We came here from LA with 3 of us. Now there's 4 of us in our family. So we've been here, not just my family, but we've become a family through all the hard times that we've had, some that I've just recently gone through. I've realized how much I really love you guys and how much I lean on you guys for help.
Don't do that, man.
I know.
I'm not going to make you guys cry, but really, from everybody, I really do. I really mean it. From the bottom, the person running that teleprompter, not saying that that's the bottom, but from the bottom to the top, this family is something I really appreciate and really love.
I'm going to say something because why not? I know we have a side queued up, but this is more important. I've always wanted to tell you this, Jeff. We were doing that story one time, Tori, about Taylor Swift, and it was when she made that video about mansplaining, and there was a part in the video where there was a dad that hugged his kid once and they gave him the Dad of the Year trophy sarcastically. And I remember as we were discussing it, because I was ready to rail on the video too, Jeff said, I have being a better dad written on my vision board. And that night I went home and I wrote that down, and I've been trying to be a better father since you made that random comment about the Taylor Swift video. So I just want to tell you, man, we've all grown as people. So I appreciate it. I'm sorry, producers, if I threw the segment off, but I needed to say that, man.
Thank you, buddy. That's a wonderful compliment.
Yeah.
I love you
Beautifully
guys.
said. I would just say the show has grown, and especially because of you all out there. You have evolved with us. You have taught us. You have given us comments. You've liked some things. You've not liked some things, but we want to thank you and include you in our growth. Now, a lot has changed in 4 years, and so have we. Al, we got this side-by-side of you on your very first day of the show.
No.
So let's take a look at this. And I would say personally, how would you say you grew? Not from the show, personally.
I look like a guy that hits on your wife when you get up to go to the bathroom. Like, is this serious? I'm sorry. And now I look like a 1940s gangster. I'll take it. That's right. Yeah.
All right. We also have a side-by-side Al for you of how it started, how it's going. Can we take a look at that?
Okay. We took that left picture as a joke, but yes, that's good. Yeah, that's
Your
me on the left. I loved, and that's all Kiri and just you guys being honest with me, like that jacket, no. And I learned.
You learned.
Yes.
We evolved.
Take notes, guys.
We did. All right, Erica, let's see your side-by-side. Wow. Now tell me about personally, how have you grown?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. I mean, it's obviously quite aesthetic.
Yeah, right.
At that point, for a lot of people, I came back to the same building that I was basically interning in just a few weeks or just a few years before.
Right.
I had lost my job. I started all over, so I was trying to get into this TV thing. So I thought, if I intern, maybe I'll understand more. So for me to be living here in Denver, fly to LA for the audition, and then come back with this job to be in the same building, it was just surreal.
That is mind-blowing. That is weird. All right, we also have a how it started, how it's going for Erica. Miss Cobb?
Oh, wow. That's how it's going?
The one on the left, you look like you're 14.
Yeah, that was okay.
She's gonna take it out.
Oh, I'll take it.
All right, Jeff, let's put up a little side-by-side of you, my friend.
Still handsome as ever. That
Who
annoys
let me
me.
wear that shirt day one, by the way?
Awful.
It's not, you know what? It's just like, I don't know how I should dress for this job interview.
Am I going on a picnic? Am I taking myself seriously?
So I get it, Jeff. You were hedging your bets a little bit.
So tell me how you've grown personally, Jeff.
I think, well, I mean, not to go back to the father thing and not to be emotional this morning, I feel like I've grown a lot just being a dad, right? I think I've learned a lot of patience with my wife, a lot of patience with my kids. In turn, hopefully I showed some patience towards you guys. I feel like I've really grown in these 5 years. So I don't know if you guys seen it, but I feel it.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is how it started,
Exactly.
how it's
Goodness,
going.
Could you believe that, man? No,
Does that make you cry? I was going to say, zoom
I don't know why I'm all emotional this morning.
It's a big deal for us. The three of us auditioned together, you guys, in the room. Al was eating shrimp cocktail in the back, and you know what he thought?
The Ringer.
He said, those three aren't going to get it.
No, I just said you. I just said you. I knew it was between Jeff and another guy, and Erica had a lot of competition. I just saw you leading a weird yoga session, and I was just like, there's no way. But here you are.
I made it.
You are the Rudy of DBL.
That's
How did it start, and how is it going for you two?
All right, I appreciate that. Let's see. I haven't seen the side by side. Oh God.
I like you in that color, though.
Okay, but let's talk about the over-the-topness that I've toned down because that was
You
so
look like
irritating.
Jenny Jones's evil sister.
You really.
How it started, how it's going. Yes, no more Oscar Mayer, more fashionable.
Speaking of tablecloths.
Alrighty, let's move on.
You can't take shots.
We've also had some
Those
really
live in hot dog houses.
We've also had some really big moments on the show, like who could forget this joke by Al that went viral, and of course, it's at my expense. Take a look.
Savor it. Jeff looks a little bit more reactionary on this one. I feel like he's feeling the Popeyes.
That's seasoning.
Okay, he's into the Popeyes.
Tori, does that taste like a neighborhood you've never been to?
Oh my God! Stop it! That went very viral.
That'll never get old.
I hope you guys know that although we tease each other, we are like a family. We
have
trust
to
each other.
constantly reinforce that.
Respect each other. But it's true. You guys can smell it from the TV, the good chemistry we have here, right? I'm part of it, right?
And the Popeyes.
Coming up on DBL, a hilarious interview with actor Justin Long and his brother Christian. They're talking about the movie they created together, plus their most embarrassing moments from childhood. And big news for Britney. She's engaged, huh?
Yes.
But is it time to start thinking about a prenup already?
Yes.
Oh boy, let's talk.
Closed captioning provided by
It's so.
The global supply chain is still out of whack from the pandemic. Companies rely on regular, steady shipments from their suppliers. COVID outbreaks have forced factories to shut down at different points. Some factories are having trouble getting the raw materials they need. That ripple effect comes all the way down to us. It means various items are out of stock and more expensive. Retailers say there's nothing much they can do but wait for more supply. Unfortunately, experts say this will likely impact holiday shopping. In fact, major retailers like Walmart and Target are chartering private vessels to prepare. Experts say your best bet is just to shop extra early this holiday season. That's connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. As I'm sure you may have seen, there's some big news for Britney Spears. The 39-year-old is engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Asghari, who is 27. She posted this video to her Instagram yesterday, showing off her new bling and her fiance. Britney commented, "I can't bleepin' believe it." Now, the ring is reportedly a 4-carat round brilliant stone in a platinum cathedral setting. What am I, like the diamond guy, Neil Lane here, with the word lioness engraved on the side. And it's reportedly worth $70,000.
Did she buy that for herself?
Okay. Now, some people, like Octavia Spencer, commented on the post telling Britney to make sure he gets him to sign a prenup. Britney's fiance, Sam, responded to those comments saying, "Of course we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me day one."
One day.
One day.
Not day one.
She could
Same difference.
Same thing.
But
I don't want to jump all over this guy right away. But seriously, who bought that ring? Did he buy that?
Wait, why are you saying that?
What does he do?
He was pictured looking at rings and buying rings, and then it was
But
deleted.
What does he picture on his
$70,000 ring money?
Yeah.
Well,
What does he do?
He supports her. He's a personal trainer, we're hearing.
So he could afford probably
In
afford a
payments?
$70,000
ring?
That's
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he's been. How long have they been together?
Long
Like years
time.
at
4
this
years, I
point,
think.
which means that I'm sure that he gets like probably posting money. You know, like that stuff adds up. People always talk about social media like it's nothing. There are people who are on social media right now doing a lot better than people who are working 1 million hours a week, and that is a commentary on society. But I think he can afford it.
I guess so, and I obviously wish them the best, but I wanted to ask you guys, regardless of how you feel about this couple, is it cool to say to sign a prenup, like leave that comment under a picture of a ring? The day that you announce that, even if you DM it, I just
what
think
she's going through. I mean, that was the exact first thing I thought.
Is that what you thought?
I don't know if I were Octavia Spencer if I would get in on the Britney Spears.
Because now you're involved, right?
Right.
Now you're muddy involved in it, which I get she was kind of trying to make a joke. She's also funny, trying to slip it in, but now she's kind of involved. But I'm just really happy for Britney Spears to be able to do what Britney Spears wants. After we learned all this stuff, I could be making jokes, but like, how many people have danced to Britney Spears on their wedding floor? She gets to have a wedding.
But I think that's the way that you're coming at this. There's two kind of personalities. Like Tori's approaching, like I think this is great, and Jeff and I we love her, but we want to protect her to be protected on the back end. So it's kind of people because she seems vulnerable.
She is asking for her conservator to stay, Jody Rogers, I believe her name is, and they have a prenup. So and she's a new lawyer, so I think she's got a good team behind her, a good foundation. Mazel, huh?
Shout out to Britney.
All right. What's your favorite Britney song?
You know.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Toxic.
It's Toxic. Coming up on DBL.
That's all time.
What's the other one?
He doesn't know.
Fool for Love.
Is that that is one? Oh.
That's not a Britney song. The dynamic brother duo Justin and Christian Long, they tell us all about their new movie. Next, in Chatting with the Stars, Al made that up. That's not a song.
I thought it was.
Nope.
Flu season was nearly non-existent last year, so why are doctors so concerned about you getting a flu shot this year? Let's connect the dots. In 2020, we saw a record low number of flu cases across the country. You can chalk that up to a number of safety measures like masks, social distancing, and virtual school. But this year is a different story. COVID rules are more relaxed, meaning protections against the flu are gone too. And there's already been some signs that this flu season could be a bad one. Right now, doctors are seeing a rare summer spike of RSV in kids. The respiratory disease usually doesn't surge until the winter. Public health experts see this as a sign the flu could do the same. So what can you do about it? It's pretty simple. Doctors say get your flu shot before Halloween. Just like the COVID vaccine, flu shots are not 100% effective, but they do a lot to prevent serious symptoms and keep you out of already crowded hospitals. And that is Connecting the Dots.
There you are. Before you say anything, hear me out. I need your help. But not because you're a man, okay?
Okay.
Because you're a nerd.
Oh.
Welcome back to DBL. That was a clip from Lady of the Manor, a new movie by Justin and Christian Long. We caught up with them earlier to talk about it, but we just couldn't help ourselves from asking the brothers those hard-hitting personal questions. First, that's today's Chatting with the Stars.
So for you both, what's one embarrassing childhood story about the other that you can share?
Oh, easy. I don't think Justin
do it.
pooped his pants when he was in grade school, and then was too afraid to tell the teacher about it, so had to live with it for a couple hours on his clothes.
It was a hot. That's the day it happened.
That's the day.
Yeah, it was a hot day in September too, in Connecticut, and the teacher had to. Yeah, it was really traumatic.
That's an embarrassing day too. That's your high school graduation.
He's like, I'm trying to look tough.
Yeah.
It's a day that will live in infamy.
Wearing a pail on his head. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Christian once tried to buy a Playboy. Now that we're airing dirty laundry, when he was a child, he had a little pail of like coins that he had saved, and he brought it to the counter. Yeah, coins in a yellow bucket.
Because my big brother talked me into it, so.
Yeah. Because it would have benefited me too, to have it in the house.
Childhood curiosity.
Yes. Now we don't care about those things.
Coins.
If we're not pooping our pants as much.
You know what? Congratulations on that.
Exactly.
We all evolve, and that's very important that we take the
Thank you.
time to appreciate that, you know? Well, I also appreciate sibling groups. Yeah, of course, honey. So I'm one of four, and we always call ourselves like a weird sibling group because the dynamics are just so different. It's like, you know, we love you always, but maybe we don't like you right now.
That's right.
So tell us, did you ever get mistaken for twins growing up? What's that dynamic like for you?
You know, I think we've gotten mistaken more for twins as older people, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I had very blonde hair, and Justin had very dark hair like he has now. So I don't think we got mistaken for twins as kids. We're also 3 years apart, so you were always bigger than me.
Yeah.
But now that we're the same general size, I think.
Yeah, there have been times in our adult lives where people will say, well, no, what do you mean we've met before? They just assume that we've, and they're confusing us. But not often.
Well,
it doesn't happen very often. We have different dispositions.
You guys have the same haircut, though. Even the wave goes the same way. Like, you guys look a lot alike.
Yes, true. I should differentiate mine.
Stop it. Stop it. You're not
We look
Bieber.
different.
You
So
are
you don't
not
confuse.
Bieber. Okay, you both wrote and directed Lady of the Manor together, and Justin, you also starred in it too. But I want to know who has the final say.
Oh, that's a good question.
Who is like the be-all, end-all judge? Is it Christian or is it Justin? Tell me.
That's a good question.
I know you're going to say me.
Yeah, I think so, because...
But I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Really?
I think you do defer to me.
It's our first argument.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Sorry.
It's exciting. First argument on TV. But we almost always agree creatively. So it rarely there was rare conflict.
Yeah,
Like it was very infrequent.
tension.
Yeah.
Melanie Linsky was a lead. Oh, there's Christian. That's an actual painting of Christian as a Civil War.
That's awesome.
Melanie Linsky and Judy Greer were two lead actresses. We were so lucky to have them because I'm just such a fan of both of theirs that I found myself. I mean, we both were, and I found myself being very gushy, you know, and at the end of a take, I'd be like, oh my God, and when you did this, and Judy, this moment was so funny, and when Melanie said that, and it's a low budget movie, so we didn't have that much time, so Christian would then have to come up and be like, okay, but the real reason he's here is because somebody dropped a line, and you had to do this, and he would give the actual note.
We had to direct the movie, so at certain points,
you had a job to do.
We were. Yes, we weren't just fans. So then Melanie and Judy would just come right to Christian. They would be like, I don't need all these compliments. I'm a secure professional. I need to know what we need to change, you know.
I love it.
Now,
so it worked out.
You know, you speak about Judy and Melanie, who obviously also co-star in the movie. And from the clips we've seen, it seems like you guys had a good time filming. Is there any one story that 20 years from now will be the story that sticks out from the making of this movie?
Sorry.
Oh man, so many good ones. The Patrick Duffy story was funny.
Patrick was funny, yeah. So when I met Patrick Duffy, we had just been dealing with an actor who didn't realize they had to do a Southern accent. The movie takes place in Savannah, and so it's kind of an important aspect of the movie, and we wanted to keep it consistent. And so this one actor was like, what, I have to do a Southern accent? So when Patrick Duffy came, who we were so lucky to have, we couldn't believe he accepted the part. He flew all the way in from Oregon, could not have been nicer, just a gentleman and kind and so game and playful. But I said to him, Christian says I had my director hat on.
Well, you were like trying to be professional, and you were like, thank you so much for coming. We're such big fans. Step by Step was one of my favorite shows. One more thing, before I forget, would you be comfortable doing some sort of Southern accent? And there's this long pause, and in the nicest way possible, Patrick Duffy goes, yes, I was on a show called Dallas for 13 years.
Dallas.
And Justin was like, oh my God, of course. Dallas.
13 years.
Yes.
Yeah, but he said it in the nicest way. He said it without any like judgment, or he was very gentle.
I'll never forget that.
To your point, he is one of the nicest. We've had him on the show.
Yeah,
he's one of the nicest, most humble guys ever.
Oh man.
And Justin and Christian, you guys,
truly.
You guys have us in stitches. Thank you for joining us, for chatting with us. You got to come back here.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, the delay.
Delays are awesome.
The delay's weird. For all of you watching at home, do not forget to watch Lady of the Manor, coming to theaters and streaming on September 17th.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Dude, you guys were awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us. That was really fun. It was
Bye,
fun.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be right back.
That Dallas story was hilarious.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. While the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans, teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
First of all, congratulations to my family over there on DBL. You know, I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining, there's always something fun going on, and I think some of the content that you created last summer during all the unrest led the way as far as all media outlets are concerned.
What a gracious friend of the show. We love Kevin Frazier, right?
Yeah, and I'm a fanboy. I've been looking up to him for a long time. I'm open in saying that, so to be able to call him a friend and a friend of the show means a lot.
And he was a friend to me before I even got on the show.
Really?
I worked with him, and he was just like, "Who's Jeff? Doesn't matter. Get on up here." The same
how his
guy
energy
he
is.
every single time. Yeah,
Really
great
thoughtful.
guy. Yeah.
We got some comments, guys, from people who loved our show. Kyle says, "Happy 5 years, DBL. Love you all since day one." Kyle has been since day one.
Yes.
We love you, Kyle. Gabriel says, "It doesn't look like they've changed a bit, but I guess watching every day, we don't notice until they put side by sides." And Carrie says, "Well, the lighting was a little rough in season 1.
Oh my gosh.
And just so you know, Kevin Frazier, I'm hearing from the booth, will be here tomorrow. Is that correct? To talk about the Met Gala live with Nichelle Turner. Exciting. DBL is new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.
So first, can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rapp-Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rapp-Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and 2 constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burrus says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. with your verified.
That's it, the premiere episode of Daily Blast Live. Everyone's talking about last night's Emmy Award shockers, but who really won?
Plus, Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife goes viral on Instagram. All that coming up next.
Let's get this thing kicked off with our top 5 trending topics that you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Stalker. Hey, Sam, take it away, girlfriend.
Wow, that was the very first episode of DBL 4 years ago. Can you believe it? And today we are kicking off year 5.
Yeah! Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Big news for Britney. She's engaged, but is it already time to start thinking about a prenup? MTV turns 40 with a Video Music Awards celebration. From Madonna's surprise appearance to the wild fight on the red carpet. You've got to be kidding me. A cat hangs on for dear life, sending football fans into a panic. But wait until you see who saves the day. Plus, a celebrity astrologer and comedian Joe Coy will be here live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop. Finally here, drum roll.
Oh my God. It is Monday, September 13th. I'm Sam with Al, Jeff, Tori, and Eric. Now, we don't typically all get to sit here together, but today is a very special day, so we thought it was apropos to be able to all be at the desk. So also, how are you all feeling about the big 5-year mark? Tori, let's start with you.
I'm really proud of all of us, and I'm really proud of our growth, but I'm mostly proud of our relationship. I think we've become, you don't see a show on TV like this, and the audience, I know you all can smell it from your TVs or your phones. That chemistry you feel, that's real. It's real, and I'm most proud of that.
I smell something else.
Okay.
No, I do want to keep it a little sentimental because, you know, coming here 5 years ago with 3 of us in my family, now there's 4, right? And not only have I grown in my family, I've grown in our relationships together. And when things happen, I don't want to say bad things happen in your life, but when you go through challenging times like I am going through right now, you know, nothing serious, but it's nice to know that I could lean on you guys, right? And what we have here and what we have in this studio, from our camera guys to the writers, and I don't want to leave anybody out, to our boss, Bert. I know I'm a reality TV guy, but I've been in this business a while, and this is special. This is something special, and like Tori said, I hope you could feel that at home, because I really, when you go through trying times in your life, you really appreciate what you have around you. So I love you guys, and I'm happy I'm around you every day.
We love you, Jeff, and we've missed you. I know it's been hard this last couple weeks in your life, and we've missed you. You've done a good job.
You know, I was home this weekend. I call LA my other home. I go home and see the kids almost every weekend. And, you know, last night my youngest was asleep on me, and I was thinking about how special that moment was, and how when I used to go to LA, I used to be like, okay, well, you know, hopefully the kids will go down at 7 so I can go do some comedy shows in LA, get my face out there. I don't care about getting my face out there anymore. What I care about is being a good dad, and it really started, not that I didn't want to be a good dad, but that I wanted to be a better dad. We were doing a segment, Jeff, and you probably won't even remember this. We were doing a segment about Taylor Swift's video about mansplaining, and there was, you know, there was a clip where this guy hugs his kid once, and then he gets a Father of the Year trophy, and everybody was kind of bashing on the video, which he was kind of supposed to do, and you were like, I'm offended by that, because I had that on my vision board, and I remember thinking, wow, there's a dad out there that wrote that down. So I started writing down my goals for, like, you know, benchmarks for my kids and where we want to be, and keeping up with them and putting reminders in my phone. And it's because of you, man. I feel like I'm a better father than I ever thought I could be. So dude, I appreciate it. And you walk it like you talk it. All you guys do. And that's why I love you guys so much.
Oh, man,
Erica,
I love you, buddy.
How are you feeling? Is this crazy?
I mean, it really is, because, you know, my entire media career, I've always been in ensembles, and I can tell you it's very difficult to just put people together and have them gel in this way. And that's generally the reason why, I mean, this is the longest job I've ever had. And I know a lot of you are in similar situations, like coming to the same building every day. So I think it really is a testament to the fact that, you know, I was in Denver, but you guys moved here and we started over. I started over too. And I think just having that fresh start for all of us really manifested itself in this day.
And you know what I'm most proud of too? Of course, everything that you guys all just said. But yesterday I was at Sprouts, and her name was Meredith. And Meredith told me, oh my gosh, you're Sam from DBL. I said, hi. And she goes, I have to tell you, your co-hosts never pretend. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, just the other day, your co-host Erica talked about being fired. She goes, I had to pick my jaw up from the floor because I'm not used to people on air just like calling it for what it is, being self-deprecating, being real, having difference of opinion. And I was so proud in that moment because I consider all of you guys my family members. So when she was giving you accolade, I felt proud because I knew that we all are, whether the viewers think that we like make fun of each other or get in debates, every single one of these people right here, let me tell you, family.
Absolutely.
Family.
You hear it all the time, and people say brothers and sisters, they go at it, but let anybody else come after your brother and sister after school, and they're going to have 5 people on them, and that's kind of how we are. And I do think with this Love Fest, we are kind of setting the stage for headlines, huge fight on DBL between all the co-hosts. Like, we're putting that, we got to argue. We need to break it up. We
got to balance it a little bit. And of course, our viewers, you guys, we read all of your comments. We read all of your emails. You are just as much as part of this show.
And shout out Michael Loveland. Remember him?
Yes.
He was a viewer forever. We lost him, but I want our viewers to know we always think about them.
We really do. You guys have gotten us all through very hard times individually. And I know, Erica, with your natural hair journey, you've actually affected a lot of our viewers personally. All of us have.
Yes,
have
you
all
with Eric
affected
and
our
everything
viewers.
y'all have gone through.
So, a lot has definitely changed in 4 years, right? So have we, as you just heard.
I'm still perfect.
I don't know about that, Al. We got this side-by-side of Al, speaking of which, on your very first show. Okay, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's take a look.
Oh, God.
I look like a shady guy, like at a Miami nightclub.
No, you don't.
That like just hits on your girl as soon as you go to get like use the bathroom. How serious is that?
You've definitely changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like.
Oh my gosh, Al.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, we've grown up. A lot of this is Carrie, our stylist, and probably me getting sober. That helped a little bit. So I think we wouldn't have some of those pictures if I if I was sober the whole time. But you know, this has been such an experience, and you guys have been there for me the entire time, and I love y'all to death.
Amen. Erica, let's take a look at Erica's side-by-side. She's definitely grown right in front of our viewers' eyes. Let's take a look. What do you think, Erica, when you see that girl? What do you think when you see her?
Ah, man, she was so optimistic and, you know, and like, I got to hand it to that girl. She was fearless because sometimes I look back like, what was I doing? But it got me here, and I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
And Jeff, let's take a look at Jeff's side-by-side. What's changed for you personally, Jeff, when you look at this photo?
You know,
you look the same.
You look great.
My hair's a little longer, but I think I've just inside. I think personally, as a father, I've grown a lot. As a husband, I've grown a lot. Hopefully, like Al said, be better was my hashtag
look
that
at
year.
these
And hopefully
pictures,
I'm better.
man. These kids.
Yeah, that'll get me emotional
Look
for
at
sure.
Lawson.
Yeah.
That's the Lawson I remember.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was year 1.
Oh my gosh. And Tori, my love, let's take a look at Tori's side-by-side. When you look at this side-by-side, Tori, I want to know, what were you thinking?
I was trying too hard. And I know a lot of you out there are, and I was over the top, and I was trying to get your people-pleasing for the audience, and now I'm myself, and I'm trying to be more comfortable with that.
Aww,
see,
cute.
But I still like an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Is that your tushy on the Oscar Mayer
It for sure is. So I'm not going to give that up, but it's something to say you feel settled in yourself.
Yeah.
And where was that second picture taken at an Art Deco festival? Like that was
outside in the garage.
It was beautiful.
It was in the garage.
Gorgeous.
Sammy, show us yours,
I haven't seen mine. I know the producers put something together. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if you look at my cheeks, I have tears running down my cheeks. I don't think that's changed. If you guys all know me, I'm very emotional, so that hasn't changed. But I definitely, when I came here, to Jeff's point, I had like a 6-week-old. So I evolved from a brand new mama to a mama of 2. So I'm hoping, you know, being a mother and working with you guys, I've learned so much from each and every one of you. Each and every one of you has made me a better person. And I love you guys. And we're so lucky to be sitting here, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And shout out to our incredible crew.
Bravo! Bravo!
Editors, everybody, PAs, like the list goes on. Cameramen, David, like we would not, of course, Chris and Bert, we would not be here if it weren't for you. And of course, our viewers, we consider y'all family. Coming up on DBL, 40 years of MTV. Can you guys believe that? We've got all the highlights from last night's VMAs celebration, and a celebrity astrologer will join us live. What do our signs say about us? Plus, Britney Spears is an engaged woman. What her fiance is saying to the trolls, already talking about a prenup.
Closed captioning provided by
Yeah, I was like,
Hi guys, so I was just gonna go around and I was actually, can you come on camera? This is Bert. You all know about Bert. He's always on. Bert, what do you think has changed the most for you personally as well?
The way you dress.
So much better.
Your makeup.
The makeup. It
Your
was
hair.
just the lighting.
We've evolved.
We've
I think the
evolved.
show has evolved because of the viewers, because of you guys. I think hopefully we've grown as the country has grown, as the viewers have grown, that we've sort of touched, you've touched us, and hopefully we've touched you.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See, that's the most he'll do. I will just say that the audience, if you guys are watching, you know me from day one. I've been talking to you through this, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I don't have a ton of friends. No, but for real, like, thank you. One of the things we'd love to hear from you, if you can go on YouTube or Twitter or DBL app, is what have you seen change in yourselves in the past 5 years? What have you seen about the show, and what has really affected you? What moments have affected you? We want this show to be, we always say you're the fifth host, but we want you to be included. Jeff, what is one of your favorite moments from the show? Do you have one?
Oh, we're not getting to that?
I don't know if we are, but we're here now.
Oh, well, I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, God. Will you just say...
No.
All right, well, I'll tell you mine.
My favorite one was when Jeff makes fun of Tori.
Well,
Made
this
fun
has
of
been...
Tori
Oh, here,
that
you know
one
what?
time.
The one that I didn't put in the prompter, but a close second, was you playing Double Dare.
My arms gave out because I have no strength.
If no matter where I'm at in my life, if someone sends me that picture of your arms just getting out, I will.
I was doing a
laugh
wheelbarrow
out
and I just went,
That was just a hilarious moment.
It was really, really bad. It was quite, but I
There's
started
one
working
better
out.
that I put in there, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it.
Well, we'll see. But let us know how you guys have changed and how you've grown. We've tried to grow with you. And let us know, even DM me, let me know, because I really want to be part of your lives, not just on the TV, but also in social media. That totally works. And let us know how you're doing. Much love to you all. I'm not going to be on the show. These four are taking over. I'll be on tomorrow. Much, much love. Bye, guys.
Welcome back to DBL. As I'm sure you may have seen, some big news for Miss Britney Spears. The 39-year-old is engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Asghari, who is 27. She posted this video to her Instagram yesterday showing off her new bling and fiance. Britney commented, I can't bleeping believe it. The ring is reportedly a 4-carat stone with the word lioness engraved on the inside. It's reportedly worth $70 grand. Now, some people like Octavia Spencer commented on the post telling Britney to get him to sign a prenup. Britney's fiance Sam responded saying, quote, of course we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me one day. Erica, what did you think of? Because that wasn't the only, if you look at the comments, you'll see a lot of people saying, you better get yourself a prenup, Miss Britney.
Right. I think at this point, a lot of people have a very vested interest in her because they've advocated kind of virtually through her, through a movement. But not every time someone gives you unsolicited advice is it really coming from a terrible place. Sometimes it's based on their own experiences. And I know if I have an opportunity to like quickly warn somebody, it's probably not about me, but it makes me sleep better at night. Like, at least I said it.
Right.
Like,
I hope, Erica, Jeff, Sam, that we get to the point in our society where we don't look at prenups as warnings. We look at them as practical information when going into a contract negotiation. We love each other, but let's be honest about what we're doing here. We're in a lawyer's office and we're signing documents. This is not about love right now. So let's protect each other, because right now everything's great. We know what the divorce rate is. We're going to say that's not going to happen to us, but we have to say 50-50. No different than if you were going skydiving, you got to sign some waivers. So be an adult about it for a few minutes. and just sign something, protect each other.
All right. I like the sensibility, Al. Coming up on DBL, celebrity astrologer Aliza Kelly is here live. Woo. There she is. She's going to tell us what's in the stars when it comes to our signs. We cannot wait.
Ooh.
Flu season was nearly non-existent last year, so why are doctors so concerned about you getting a flu shot this year? Let's connect the dots. In 2020, we saw a record low number of flu cases across the country. You can chalk that up to a number of safety measures like masks, social distancing, and virtual school. But this year is a different story. COVID rules are more relaxed, meaning protections against the flu are gone too. And there's already been some signs that this flu season could be a bad one. Right now, doctors are seeing a rare summer spike of RSV in kids. The respiratory disease usually doesn't surge until the winter. Public health experts see this as a sign the flu could do the same. So what can you do about it? It's pretty simple. Doctors say get your flu shot before Halloween. Just like the COVID vaccine, flu shots are not 100% effective, but they do a lot to prevent serious symptoms and keep you out of already crowded hospitals. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Some say your best life is written in the stars. We've all heard what astrology is, but what can it actually tell us about our lives? This is a common question that astrologer Aliza Kelly answers in her new book, and luckily the universe brought her to us today. Aliza, welcome to DBL. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we can't wait to talk to you about your new book. But first, break it down for us. And how do you explain astrology to people who just don't get it or they think it's bogus?
Well, you know, I've been doing this for almost a decade. So at this point, I'm not really the target demographic for someone who has no interest in astrology whatsoever. But I will say that how I describe astrology is an interpretation of the stars that provides us with insight on personality, preferences, and timing.
I am all in. I am a believer, okay? I'm a believer. So, girlfriend, let's talk star signs here. So, I'm an Aquarius, Sam is a Leo, Al is a Cancer, Jeff is a Gemini, and our other co-host, Tori, is a Capricorn. So, what does that say about our show?
Ooh.
Well, what I love about all of your signs is that we actually have a lot of opposite signs. So, Leo and Aquarius are opposite, Cancer and Capricorn are opposite. Gemini is the only sign that doesn't have its match in the group, but that's okay because Gemini is represented by the twins, so it inherently has a duality to it, so it doesn't necessarily need to have its opposite there in the same way that you guys are all supported.
I love that. Makes me feel good. Now, our show's birthday is September 18th, and we're going into year 5. Now, what did the stars say about the upcoming year? Does 5 mean anything good? Please say something good.
Yeah, 5 is fabulous. 5 is a year that is going to indicate a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. So really the question on your 5th year that you should always be asking yourself and circling back to is, how am I having fun? How are we infusing fun and joy and play into every aspect of this show? But it's also important to know that the show is a Virgo. So the show wants to be practical. It wants to be productive. And most importantly, it wants to help.
Wow.
So between having fun and also helping, I think that you're in for a really great year.
Wow.
I like hearing that.
That sounds really, that sounds our brand.
On point.
That is our brand.
Yes.
Fun, but important.
There we go.
All right, Jeff here, the lone Gemini wolf. So before we let you go, yeah, but I'm by myself. I don't have a partner on the show.
It's okay.
I'm sad. Before we let you go, your third book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life, is coming out later this month. What are you most excited about in this book?
Well, I'm really excited for people to get to understand themselves through this more holistic point of view. Really, what I think astrology does is it provides you with an incredible language for self-awareness, for self-discovery, and I really hope that readers can take away just the significance of how valuable they are, each individual person, and how they can use tools like astrology to really embrace self, identity, and make magic happen.
I love that. I can't wait to read your book. But Aliza, I have to ask you, just given the fact that it's been a crazy, tumultuous couple of years, did astrology help you predict or somehow cope with the last couple of years?
Well, the interesting thing is that starting in 2019, I started talking about how intense the astrology for 2020 was going to be, because it really was. It was totally unprecedented. And now, of course, I didn't necessarily know what that was going to look like, because that's also part of it being unprecedented, is that you don't know how it is going to take shape. But come 2020, it started to become very literal. So last year was it was a very intense and unusual year for everybody, but it was definitely an unusual year to be an astrologer, because people were really, really asking for guidance in a way that I have not experienced before.
Yeah, we all felt like little lone wolves like Jeff out there last year. Aliza, thank you so much for joining DBL. And to our viewers, you can go grab a copy of her book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life. It is available September 28th, wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, Aliza. We appreciate you.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. Well, the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
Congratulations on your 5th year. Oh, I look forward to seeing more live shows this year and am always excited to join you on the panel and be a part of the real, honest discussions.
What an honor. Shirley Ralph. I know. Who is, by the way, the new vice president of SAG, the union? SAG-AFTRA.
That.
Congratulations,
That's awesome.
Shirley Ralph. Look at you. Okay, so there was a crazy scene at the Miami football game this weekend. Now, a quick warning. This video is a little disturbing, but I promise you it all ends up okay. So there was a cat in the stadium, ended up dangling off of one of the upper decks, literally holding on by a claw. After a minute, the cat fell. But the fall was broken by fans holding an American flag. Like I said, it all ended okay. Another fan held up the cat, showing it survived the fall.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think they needed to hold up the cat, like to claim it.
No, but they do need to let people know. They just watch the cat fall.
It was okay.
We can't keep watching the game until we know what's up with the cat. So, is anybody like surprised this broke up with an American flag? Like there's some weird symbolism in that. Like,
that's some quick thinking.
Yeah, who thought about that?
Oh my gosh! Thank God they caught him. Thank you to those viewers out there.
Yeah, if that's a pet that I would like, I don't want any pets right now. But if that thing fell in my lap at a game, you gotta take care of. You gotta take care of that cat.
Yeah, you can't just be like, take this. I don't know, Sam. I didn't ask it.
It probably just wandered in. I mean, like, there's so much access. Things get in all the time.
There are birds inside the airport all the time.
Yeah, I know that worries me. I've told a number of people in the airport, you guys, there's a bird stuck over here. Can we do something about it? And they're like, it happens all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
But it gets out, they said. At least I hope it does. They said it does. Okay.
Sam will believe anything she's told.
That's not true. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Get ready to laugh with us because comedian Joe Coy will be here live. And Madonna makes a surprise appearance at the VMAs. Why her speech isn't what had people talking the most.
So first, can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rapp-Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rapp-Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and two constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burrus says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. With your Verify, I'm Adam Longo.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Wow, welcome to the 5th year of Daily Blast Live,
What
everybody.
a way to kick it off.
Yes, I'm Sam here with Al, Jeff, and Erica with the Biebs, of course, which makes Jeff very proud. Justin Bieber, who was the opening act at last night's MTV Video Music Awards. And speaking of anniversaries, you guys, can you believe it's been 40 years of MTV? In fact, Madonna opened the VMAs by congratulating MTV for 40 years on the air. She added at the time, people said that both she and the music video channel would never last, but they're both still here. Then Madonna made an epic exit by showing off her behind. Oh, we don't get to see it? Bummer. That's funny, Al. Another blast from the past, Cyndi Lauper, who won her first Moon Person in 1984, gave a very empowering speech about women's rights. Watch.
Girls still want to have fun. But we also want to have funds, equal pay, control over our bodies, you know, fundamental rights.
And just to see how far MTV has come, this is what the first show looked like. Look at that. Today, of course, we get our videos online along with streaming services. Now, when you think about MTV, what do you think has changed the most to you?
You know what's weird is I was looking at that set, and this is how our mindset is. I was like, that'd be a great Airbnb. A lot of people would pay to stay at the old MTV set for one night. But you know what I was thinking as I was looking at that clip? Two things. I looked at Biebs, and you know he's gone through a sobriety, and it's like now with him, and I love Nas's new album, we're getting so many more years of these entertainers because these people used to burn themselves out with drugs and alcohol and flights and parties, and they were kind of a shell of themselves in their late 30s. And now we're seeing people with a full body of work for their career. So I'm excited to see where he goes. I mean, he's such a young dude. I hate him for it. How dare you be that young and that successful? What is he like? Is he just 20 still?
24, I think.
I love the
What'd you think
Good
of like
for
the
him.
MTV? Did you watch the award show last night?
I watched Biebs.
Okay, of course.
I watched Biebs and Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
So Busta Rhymes, like, I'm old. You could tell that you're getting old when you go back and like, who is this guy? Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
Or who is this girl? So then I was like, oh, Biebs, I wanted to tune in and watch my boy.
That's what's
and then
up.
Busta Rhymes came on. I was like, oh, I know him.
Speaking of long careers, he's about 25 years in the game.
Can we give Madonna some props?
I was going to say that for her to come out, and that was very powerful that they're both around after these 40 years when a lot of people counted them out. For her being a provocateur artist, just the idea that she has always been herself and she has been brave enough to do that, regardless of what anyone thinks, and she's still standing. I think that's remarkable.
Did she really look comfortable, though? Can we pull that up? She didn't look very comfortable.
What do you mean comfortable? You mean
Let's
in her
pull it
like?
up. I don't know. Does she look comfortable?
In her corset?
I think she looks very
I think
comfortable.
she looks super duper comfortable.
I think she always looks comfortable.
Me too.
Sam, I was looking at the Cyndi Lauper thing, and I was like, that's when you have a true movement, is when you have older women connecting. Do you see the way she connected with that audience without singing? And just like to have that cultural icon, be able to connect with somebody that's decades younger than her, that's how you get a movement going that just can't be stopped. So I can't wait to see where that goes.
Love her. All right, so before the VMAs even started, I know you guys saw this. It's everywhere on social media. There was a big scuffle outside on the red carpet. Conor McGregor was filmed throwing a drink in Machine Gun Kelly's direction after they got into a bit of a fight. Now, according to People magazine, it all started when Conor was pushed aside by Kelly. It apparently rubbed Conor the wrong way and punches were thrown. So here's how Kelly reacted when asked about it.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened? Okay, thank you.
Whoa. Conor then gave his take on the fight to ET. Take a look.
Just rumours. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight, you know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla white rappers. You know, I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him.
Okay, what do we think about this? Do you think some people are saying it was PR, others saying that there was mad disdain between the two of them?
I think it's staged. I think it's totally staged. This is what Conor does. His fighting career is kind of on the decline, right? And this is what people are doing now with these Thrilla fights and like Jake Paul, and it's almost like a WWF show. And I think that's where Conor's career is going. Machine Gun Kelly had this fight with Eminem. They were always beefing, and I think that's the way to get eyeballs on it.
What do you think, Erica?
Yeah, what's going on?
And I have an inside scoop.
Connor's lucky that he didn't get jumped by a bunch of women who sat for 4 hours to get their hair and makeup done in wardrobe, and now he's throwing drinks on a red carpet.
That's a good point.
And I mean, what would have happened if he connected that punch with anybody? He was just punching into a crowd of people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's got pinpoint precision.
Well, he's had a history of making very poor decisions. He once had an incident with a UFC bus. Remember, where he threw like a chair or something through a window and like cut it. It was bad.
Yeah, we talked about that. But Sam, do tell, because you have an inside scoop.
Okay, so I thought it was staged, to Jeff's point. Well, I have a really good friend who is very close with Machine Gun Kelly. You always see them with each other. So I was just perusing Instagram last night, and my friend wrote publicly about the actual incident, and that he was giving Machine Gun Kelly accolades for holding himself together, not only with Conor McGregor, but also with Eminem. And he went lengthy into, like, I guess, I don't know anything about Machine Gun Kelly, but I know that he grew up, according to this post, one of his best friends said he grew up in Ohio. He's always wanted to be a rapper. And when he first got on the scene, Eminem had it out for him. And that really destroyed, according to Machine Gun Kelly's friend, Machine Gun Kelly's self-esteem. And it was very hard for him. Now, and I guess he had a very, very hard upbringing. Now, fast forward, you have Conor McGregor, who's also attacking him. He's kind of like the oddball when you look at his music and the industry that he's in. So certain people, he rubs them the wrong way. I mean, Conor McGregor said you dress like a housewife. Like, these were just hurling insults because clearly it bothers you, Conor. Clearly you're bothered by it. So I think, you know, I don't think it's a publicity stunt anymore. And I think that, you know, he's an easy target because he's, you know, he dresses a little bit more flamboyantly and he doesn't fit the image of what rap and hip hop is. And
well, he did. He was a hardcore rapper. I mean, he's from, I believe, Youngstown, Ohio, which is a hard part of Ohio to be from. A lot of great boxers come out of Youngstown because it's a hard-working town. You know, he famously had beef with Eminem, but I look at this on a different level. I think it's almost analogous to kind of how this generation relates to my generation and a little bit above. They come out and you want your mentor to be like, hey, let me help you up. And I think Eminem was kind of there with a stiff arm because Eminem was probably dealing with problems like he was very vocal about at that time. And I wonder if this disconnected generation is just like, I'm tired of arguing with 45-year-old men.
I don't think it's disconnected. I think that we've expedited the generation. I mean, I have a sister who's 7 years younger than me. We have two totally different generations. I'm more like my parents. She's like, I don't understand where you're getting this from. Like, why does this have to be this way? And it's like now I'm having a conversation with my younger sibling, but it's like almost like this parental, you know, child relationship because we think so differently with just a 7-year gap.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Okay. All right. So we wanted to talk to you guys about J-Lo and Ben, too. So they made their return to the red carpet in Venice. Now, Bennifer 2.0 set the internet on fire as they arrived for the premiere of Ben's new film, The Last Duel. Jen looked stunning, of course. Ben looked smitten. This is the very first time they've made an official red carpet appearance since the early 2000s. You know who also approved of the couple? Ben's ex, Gwyneth Paltrow. She commented on Instagram, writing, okay, this is cute. Now, there was also, I believe, something.
I don't know if we have the footage. Somebody, maybe the still photo, somebody ran up on J-Lo. And I don't know if they were.
There it is.
See, and it's just, I like that Ben was there, but I'm like, first of all, Jeff, where's the security? And like, do you think this always happened? Like that people were just confident?
See, I think there's so many cameras now, people feel emboldened to do that because no one could touch them because they have a camera. I think back in the day, that guy was taken to the back alley and everyone knows what happens back there.
Right.
Today, people are like, you can't touch me because if you do, I'm going to sue you. And that's where people feel emboldened today about going up to celebrities or famous people or whoever on the street.
Yeah, you always hear about people with lawsuits against them, against their bodyguard because something like that happened and their bodyguard took care of it.
Woo! All right, well, coming up on DBL, comedian Joe Coy joins us live.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there he is. We can't wait to talk with him coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
Okay, so more about the Machine Gun Kelly thing, because I don't know too much about Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
But I don't know why I always go right to publicity stunt, because I know that we've seen a lot of examples in that in the past. But to see one of his friends stick up for him, saying enough, like trolling Machine Gun Kelly just because he doesn't fit this image of what
I believe Machine Gun Kelly, when he was still a rapper, took some shots at Eminem in a couple mixtapes, and then Eminem had a famous, like 5-minute long diss track about Machine Gun Kelly. I think it was called Kill Shot, I think.
Yeah, but from what
but
I
Machine Gun
heard,
Kelly made one about Eminem.
Right, yeah, he made fun of him first, and Eminem was like, you keep talking about me, I'm gonna come for you.
I only think that happened because behind the scenes, apparently Machine Gun Kelly, to your point, tried to reach out, work with him. I don't know all the details, but this is all listed in that post. Go to Dingo in Snow. He's a professional snowboarder. Dingo in Snow. He goes all into it, and he has all these photos of him and Machine Gun Kelly kind of growing up together. But apparently, Machine Gun Kelly was a huge Eminem fan when he first started out and started making tracks and money in the industry. Something happened where he tried to reach out, like, yo, you're my mentor, to your point, and then it backfired, and then there was disdain there.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens in rap. I mean, especially and there's also like a little bit of there can only be one Highlander.
Well,
you know?
I think, I do agree with that, but I think there's also this element of this is what it took for me to get here, and you aren't following those same rules, and there's like a disrespect that's happening on both sides, like, because the younger generation, which isn't that much younger anymore, we think about generations, we're thinking like 20, 30 years. Now it could be like 7, 8, are like, this is what was required for our class to get here. And you guys got the internet, so you didn't have to work that hard. You can dress how you want. So there's a lot going on there.
Or it was all fake.
That was the only language my mom spoke was yell. Huh? What? Say it again. Say it again. Say it. What did you say, Joseph? What did you say? Turn around. Turn around, Joseph. That's the only language my mom taught.
Oh my gosh, we love him. Welcome back to DBL. We have a very special guest with us today. Our friend, comedian Joe Coy, is back live. Yes, hi.
What's up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I love it. So we're so excited to have you back with us again. And on the first day of our 5th year. So your new Netflix show.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. A lot of us are excited. Our viewers have written into, they're big fans of yours, and they can't wait for your new Netflix show, Metal Shop Masters, which pits professional metal artists against each other to see who can weld the best creation. But before we get to that, I also, wow, this is a lot, Sam. This is like a whole monologue. The last time you were on, we talked about your book, Mixplate. So tell us what you've been up to in the last 8 months.
When the book came out, that's exactly when the pandemic hit. So my tour stopped. And right after that, Netflix gave me the show, Metal Shop Masters. But the cool thing is from that special that you just saw, that clip right there, Steven Spielberg watched it and gave me a movie deal. And we shot a movie. Wow. And I shot my movie with Amblin, and it comes out April 2022. It's called Easter Sunday. It's about me, my family, everything. It's so cool. And I'm part of the Amblin family. I go tomorrow to actually do the screening at Amblin tomorrow.
You're a superstar. Like, what?
I would lead with that, with any conversation. Paper or plastic. Steven Spielberg watched my movie. Now I'm making a movie.
He's doing a movie about my family. Yeah. So what are you gonna order? I don't know. I'm done talking. All right, Joe. I'm gonna shoot this out of a cannon for you. Why did Chelsea Handler pour vodka in here? I just got to know.
She's okay. So I went with my family on a vacation. Oh my God, she did this. She's something, man. So I had water in my ear and I couldn't get it out. She goes, just put alcohol in it. And I said I didn't have alcohol, and she goes, I got some Belvedere. Let's use it. And she poured it in my ear. It worked.
No way.
Well, let's just warn our viewers. Hey, viewers, just talk to your doctor first. Don't listen to Joe Coy. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah, our DBL lawyers just had a heart attack.
And like, no offense. No offense, but we're going to need a medical opinion.
You guys said that. Let's go to a doctor for that one.
Tell her that we said it with love, okay? So you recently returned to stand-up. And one of my favorite stories you tell is about you learning how to make rice from your mom. We do have a clip, so let's take a look.
I remember that day. I'm going to teach you how to make rice, and this is the only time I'm going to teach you. Okay, how do I do it? You take a couple scoops of rice, Joseph, put it in the pot. Put water in the pot, squish it around. Clean the rice like that. If the water's cloudy, the rice is dirty, pour that water out. Put more water in there, squish it around. This is how you cook perfect rice. I want the world to know that right now.
So have you taught your son how to make perfect rice?
I'm teaching the world. You know what's funny is that's another one that Chelsea and I did. Chelsea made me go to her house and teach her how to make the rice. And of course, it came out wrong. I don't get it, man.
I like that. I don't know why. I always like when someone goes there with like an intention and then it
fails.
Yeah, I was broke in college, and I was like, I'll just buy a bunch of rice to like stretch my meals. And as a black dude, I'd never made rice. I'm like, add water and boil it, and it was just like a snowball.
You're not washing rice.
I did not know what I was doing. So everybody does. You need to. You're doing the Lord's work. Teach everybody how to make good rice.
Al, when you make rice, people are like, is this mashed potatoes?
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, it's just a different take on mashed potatoes, all right? Just eat it. All right, now let's talk about the important stuff. Metal Shop Masters, because I'm dying to know, like when you're on a set like this, do you pick up any metal working skills?
Ooh.
Absolutely not. Not one. He's good. Incredible. I'm telling you, I've never met these are the most amazing artists on earth. I swear, they took garbage cans, scrap metal, old cars, old car tires, and then they would just make these big, beautiful sculptures. I mean, these artists are not recognized, and I can't wait for this show to come out because they need their light. They need to shine because what they do is incredible. Incredible.
I love that. In fact, you have like a really cool metal sculpture behind you. Was that from one of the artists in the show?
That's so funny. I thought you were talking about the Christmas lights because I'm lazy to take them out of my house.
Not the Christmas lights. A little early there, buddy.
How cool is that chandelier?
Yes.
I was going to mention that when we first started the show, but I was like, is that unprofessional? But I was like, I love that.
Is that from them? Go ahead.
When do you put up your Christmas lights? Do you put them up after Halloween or do you wait till December?
After Thanksgiving.
Oh, I put these up 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They are not coming down ever.
There you go. So before.
The better question is, when do you plug them in? After Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
You don't take them down, you just plug them in.
Do you plug them in all year round?
Oh, right when Christmas starts, I don't stop. I never take them out. It's like, how can you not love Christmas lights? I let them go until about March.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors are like, take them down, Joe. Take them down.
I know. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for chatting with us. And for you at home, do not forget to watch Joe on Metal Shop Masters, streaming on Netflix right now. Thank you so much, Joe. We always love seeing you.
Real quick, though. Hold on. Daily Blast Live, best looking cast on earth, every single one of you.
I was gonna say
beautiful.
Well, thank you, sir. You are a friend of the show. Come through soon, man.
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Flu season was nearly non-existent last year, so why are doctors so concerned about you getting a flu shot this year? Let's connect the dots. In 2020, we saw a record low number of flu cases across the country. You can chalk that up to a number of safety measures like masks, social distancing, and virtual school. But this year is a different story. COVID rules are more relaxed, meaning protections against the flu are gone too. And there's already been some signs that this flu season could be a bad one. Right now, doctors are seeing a rare summer spike of RSV in kids. The respiratory disease usually doesn't surge until the winter. Public health experts see this as a sign the flu could do the same. So what can you do about it? It's pretty simple. Doctors say get your flu shot before Halloween. Just like the COVID vaccine, flu shots are not 100% effective, but they do a lot to prevent serious symptoms and keep you out of already crowded hospitals. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Tomorrow on DBL, a woman speaks out against her parents' alleged abuse at their reform school.
That was the hardest part, was knowing that my parents were going to hate me.
You don't want to miss this all new, free from the following cult survivor story. Plus, Fran Drescher will be here live. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. When the pandemic hit, one school janitor still made it to work on time every single day. Check out how teachers thanked him for his service on today's Heart Threads.
Teachers pulled together to buy a car for this school custodian. Chris Jackson had fallen on hard times during the pandemic, but despite financial troubles, Chris still came into work every day using public transportation, even when it added more than an hour to his commute.
I'm not gonna quit and just run away. I put my pride aside and just come to work, smile, be me.
There has never been a day that he has not come in with a smile on his face. The kids here adore him.
Impressed by Chris's dedication, the teachers came together to buy him a car. Chris was speechless when the teachers handed him the keys.
Just sheer joy, appreciation. He was completely stunned.
The teacher's kindness is something Chris will remember forever.
That was one of the greatest moments in life. Can't nobody take that away from me at all.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. Well, the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
First of all, congratulations to my family over there on DBL. You know, I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining, there's always something fun going on, and I think some of the content that you created last summer during all the unrest led the way as far as all media outlets are concerned.
Oh my gosh, Kevin! Oh.
What you paying for that?
Yeah.
In fact, Kevin and his co-host from ET, Nichelle Turner, will be here live tomorrow to talk all about the Met Gala. That happens tonight. We can't wait for that. We also, I think this is really important to commemorate this moment. We got to raise our glasses. This is apple juice. I don't want anybody out there being like, how dare you give Al, who's sober, champagne.
I'm breaking sobriety today.
I know.
It's a weird way to start season. No, yes, definitely apples, the sparkling apple juice, but to you guys, real love.
To the company, to us, and to the viewers, we love you guys.
And everybody behind the cameras. We love you guys too.
The unsung
I'm going to
heroes.
save a little bit of this for you.
I know. Thank you all. Thank you for sticking with us for 5 years. Hopefully another 5, 10, 15, 20.
Let's go for 25.
Yeah.
Boom, 25 it is. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
So first, can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rapp-Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rapp-Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and 2 constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burris says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. With your Verify, I'm Adam Longo.
Episode of Daily Blast Live. Everyone's talking about last night's Emmy Awards shockers, but who really won?
Plus, Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife goes viral on Instagram. All that coming up next.
Let's get this thing kicked off with our top 5 trending topics that you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Stalker. Hey, Sam, take it away, girlfriend.
Wow, that was the very first episode of DBL 4 years ago. Can you believe it? And today we are kicking off year 5.
Yeah!
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Big news for Britney. She's engaged, but is it already time to start thinking about a prenup? MTV turns 40 with a Video Music Awards celebration. From Madonna's surprise appearance to the wild fight on the red carpet. You've got to be kidding me. A cat hangs on for dear life, sending football fans into a panic. But wait until you see who saves the day. Plus, a celebrity astrologer and comedian Joe Coy will be here live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No. Nope. Just stop. Finally here. Drum roll. Oh my God. It is Monday, September 13th. I'm Sam with Al, Jeff, Tori, and Eric. Now, we don't typically all get to sit here together, but today is a very special day, so we thought it was apropos to be able to all be at the desk. So also, how are you all feeling about the big 5-year mark? Tori, let's start with you.
I'm really proud of all of us, and I'm really proud of our growth, but I'm mostly proud of our relationship. I think we've become, you don't see a show on TV like this, and the audience, I know you all can smell it from your TVs or your phones. That chemistry you feel, that's real. It's real, and I'm most proud of that.
I smell something else.
Okay.
No, I do want to keep it a little sentimental because, you know, coming here 5 years ago with 3 of us in my family, now there's 4, right? And not only have I grown in my family, I've grown in our relationships together. And when things happen, I don't want to say bad things happen in your life, but when you go through challenging times like I am going through right now, you know, nothing serious, but it's nice to know that I could lean on you guys, right? And what we have here and what we have in this studio, from our camera guys to the writers, and I don't want to leave anybody out, to our boss, Bert. I know I'm a reality TV guy, but I've been in this business a while, and this is special. This is something special, and like Tori said, I hope you could feel that at home, because I really, when you go through trying times in your life, you really appreciate what you have around you. So I love you guys, and I'm happy I'm around you every day.
We love you, Jeff, and we've missed you. I know it's been hard this last couple weeks in your life, and we've missed you. You've done a good job.
You know, I was home this weekend. I call LA my other home. I go home and see the kids almost every weekend. And, you know, last night my youngest was asleep on me, and I was thinking about how special that moment was, and how when I used to go to LA, I used to be like, okay, well, you know, hopefully the kids will go down at 7 so I can go do some comedy shows in LA, get my face out there. I don't care about getting my face out there anymore. What I care about is being a good dad, and it really started, not that I didn't want to be a good dad, but that I wanted to be a better dad. We were doing a segment, Jeff, and you probably won't even remember this. We were doing a segment about Taylor Swift's video about mansplaining, and there was, you know, there was a clip where this guy hugs his kid once, and then he gets a Father of the Year trophy, and everybody was kind of bashing on the video, which he was kind of supposed to do, and you were like, I'm offended by that, because I had that on my vision board, and I remember thinking, wow, there's a dad out there that wrote that down. So I started writing down my goals for, like, you know, benchmarks for my kids and where we want to be, and keeping up with them and putting reminders in my phone. And it's because of you, man. I feel like I'm a better father than I ever thought I could be. So dude, I appreciate it. And you walk it like you talk it. All you guys do, and that's why I love you guys so much.
Oh man,
Erica,
I love you, buddy.
How are you feeling? Is this crazy?
I mean, it really is, because, you know, my entire media career, I've always been in ensembles, and I can tell you it's very difficult to just put people together in and have them gel in this way. And that's generally the reason why, I mean, this is the longest job I've ever had. And I know a lot of you are in similar situations, like coming to the same building every day. So I think it really is a testament to the fact that, you know, I was in Denver, but you guys moved here and we started over. I started over too. And I think just having that fresh start for all of us really manifested itself in this day.
And you know what I'm most proud of too? Of course, everything that you guys all just said. But yesterday I was at Sprouts and her name was Meredith. And Meredith told me, oh my gosh, you're Sam from DBL. I said, hi. And she goes, I have to tell you, your co-hosts never pretend. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, just the other day, your co-host Erica talked about being fired. She goes, I had to pick my jaw up from the floor because I'm not used to people on air just like calling it for what it is, being self-deprecating, being real, having difference of opinion. And I was so proud in that moment because I consider all of you guys my family members. So when she was giving you accolade, I felt proud because I knew that we all are, whether the viewers think that we like make fun of each other or get in debates, every single one of these people right here, let me tell you, family.
Absolutely.
Family.
You hear it all the time, and people say brothers and sisters, they go at it, but let anybody else come after your brother and sister after school, and they're going to have 5 people on them, and that's kind of how we are. And I do think with this Love Fest, we are kind of setting the stage for headlines, huge fight on DBL between all the co-hosts. Like, we're putting that, we got to argue. We need to break it up. We
got to balance it a little bit. And of course, our viewers, you guys, we read all of your comments. We read all of your emails. You are just as much as part of this show.
And shout out Michael Loveland. Remember him?
Yes.
He was a viewer forever. We lost him, but I want our viewers to know we always think about them.
We really do. You guys have gotten us all through very hard times individually. And I know, Erica, with your natural hair journey, you've actually affected a lot of our viewers personally. All of us have.
Yes, you
all
with Eric
affected
and
our
everything
viewers.
y'all have gone through.
So a lot has definitely changed in 4 years, right? So have we, as you just heard.
I'm still perfect.
I don't know about that, Al. We got this side by side of Al, speaking of which, on your very first show. Okay, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's take a look.
Oh God!
I look like a shady guy, like at a Miami nightclub.
No, you don't.
That like just hits on your girl as soon as you go to get like use the bathroom. How serious is that?
You've definitely changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look like.
Oh my gosh, Al!
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, we've grown up. A lot of this is Carrie, our stylist, and probably me getting sober. That helped a little bit. So I think we wouldn't have some of those pictures if I if I was sober the whole time. But you know, this has been such an experience, and you guys have been there for me the entire time, and I love y'all to death.
Amen. Erica, let's take a look at Erica's side by side. She's definitely grown right in front of our viewers' eyes. Let's take a look. What do you think, Erica, when you see that girl? What do you think when you see her?
Ah, man, she was so optimistic and, you know, and like, I got to hand it to that girl. She was fearless because sometimes I look back like, what was I doing? But it got me here, and I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
And Jeff, let's take a look at Jeff's side by side. What's changed for you personally, Jeff, when you look at this photo?
You know,
you look the same.
You look great.
My hair's a little longer, but I think I've just inside. I think personally, as a father, I've grown a lot. As a husband, I've grown a lot. Hopefully, like Al said, be better was my hashtag
look
that
at
year.
these
And hopefully
pictures,
I'm better.
man. These kids.
Yeah, that'll get me emotional
Look
for
at
sure.
Lawson.
Yeah.
That's the Lawson I remember.
I
when
know,
first
right?
met
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that was year one.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! And Tori, my love, let's take a look at Tori's side by side. When you look at this side by side, Tori, I want to know what were you thinking?
I was trying too hard. And I know a lot of you out there are, and I was over the top, and I was trying to get your people pleasing for the audience, and now I'm myself, and I'm trying to be more comfortable with that.
Oh,
See,
you.
But I still like an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Is that your tushy on the Oscar?
It for sure is. So I'm not going to give that up, but it's something to say you feel settled in yourself.
Yeah.
And where was that second picture taken at an Art Deco festival? Like that was
outside in the garage.
It was beautiful.
It was in the garage.
Gorgeous.
Wait, show us yours,
I haven't seen mine. I know the producers put something together. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if you look at my cheeks, I have tears running down my cheeks. I don't think that's changed. If you guys all know me, I'm very emotional, so that hasn't changed. But I definitely, when I came here, to Jeff's point, I had like a 6-week-old. So I evolved from a brand new mama to a mama of 2. So I'm hoping, you know, being a mother and working with you guys, I've learned so much from each and every one of you. Each and every one of you has made me a better person. And I love you guys. And we're so lucky to be sitting here, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And shout out to our incredible crew.
Bravo! Bravo!
David, like, we would not, of course, Chris and Bert, we would not be here if it weren't for you, and of course our viewers. We consider y'all family. Coming up on DBL, 40 years of MTV. Can you guys believe that? We've got all the highlights from last night's VMAs celebration, and a celebrity astrologer will join us live. What do our signs say about us? Plus, Britney Spears is an engaged woman. What her fiance is saying to the trolls, already talking about a prenup.
Closed captioning provided by
Yeah, I was like,
Hi guys, so I was just gonna go around and I was actually, can you come on camera? This is Bert. You all know about Bert. He's always on. Bert, what do you think has changed the most for you personally as well?
The way you dress.
So much better.
Your makeup.
The makeup. It
Your
was
hair.
just the lighting.
We've evolved.
We've
I think
evolved.
the show has evolved because of the viewers, because of you guys. I think hopefully we've grown as the country's grown, as the viewers have grown, that we've sort of touched, you've touched us, and hopefully we've touched you.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See, that's the most he'll do. I will just say that the audience, if you guys are watching, you know me from day one. I've been talking to you through this, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I don't have a ton of friends. No, but for real, like, thank you. One of the things we'd love to hear from you, if you can go on YouTube or Twitter or DBL app, is what have you seen change in yourselves in the past 5 years? What have you seen about the show? And what has really affected you? What moments have affected you? We want this show to be, we always say you're the 5th host, but we want you to be included. Jeff, what is one of your favorite moments from the show? Do you have one?
Oh, we're not getting to that?
I don't know if we are, but we're here now.
Oh, well, I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, God. Will you just say...
No.
All right, well, I'll tell you mine.
My favorite one was when Jeff makes fun of Tori.
Well,
Made
this
fun
has
of
been...
Tori
Here,
that
you know
one
what?
time.
The one that I didn't put in the prompter, but a close second, was you playing Double Dare.
My arms gave out
Dude, that-
because I have no strength.
If no matter where I'm at in my life, if someone sends me that picture of your arms just giving out, I will.
I was doing a
laugh out
wheelbarrow and I
loud.
just went,
That was just a hilarious moment.
It was really, really bad. It was quite, but I
There's
started
one
working
better
out.
that I put in there, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it.
Well, we'll see. But let us know how you guys have changed and how you've grown. We've tried to grow with you. And let us know, even DM me, let me know, because I'm, I really want to be part of your lives, not just on the TV, but also in social media. That totally works. And let us know how you're doing. Much love to you all. I'm not going to be on the show. These 4 are taking over. I'll be on tomorrow. Much, much love. Bye, guys.
To DBL, as I'm sure you may have seen, some big news for Miss Britney Spears. The 39-year-old is engaged to her boyfriend Sam Asghari, who is 27. She posted this video to her Instagram yesterday showing off her new bling and fiance. Britney commented, I can't bleeping believe it. The ring is reportedly a 4-carat stone with the word lioness engraved on the inside. It's reportedly worth $70 grand. Now, some people like Octavia Spencer commented on the post telling Britney to get him to sign a prenup. Britney's fiance Sam responded saying, quote, of course we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me one day. Erica, what did you think of, because that wasn't the only, if you look at the comments, you'll see a lot of people saying you better get yourself a prenup, Miss Britney.
Right. I think at this point, a lot of people have a very vested interest in her because they've advocated kind of virtually through her, through a movement. But not every time someone gives you unsolicited advice is it really coming from a terrible place. Sometimes it's based on their own experiences. And I know if I have an opportunity to quickly warn somebody, it's probably not about me, but it makes me sleep better at night. Like, at least I said it.
Right.
Like, you know.
I hope, Erica, Jeff, Sam, that we get to the point in our society where we don't look at prenups as warnings. We look at them as practical information when going into a contract negotiation. We love each other, but let's be honest about what we're doing here. We're in a lawyer's office and we're signing documents. This is not about love right now. So let's protect each other, because right now everything's great. We know what the divorce rate is. We're going to say that's not going to happen to us, but we have to say 50-50. No different than if you were going skydiving, you got to sign some waivers. So be an adult about it for a few minutes and just sign something, protect each other.
All right. I like the sensibility, Al. Coming up on DBL, celebrity astrologer Aliza Kelly is here live. Woo. There she is. She's going to tell us what's in the stars when it comes to our signs. We cannot wait.
Ooh.
The VMAs. My name is Sofia Gonzalez, and this year's VMAs were full of fun outfits. The internet is going crazy over one in particular, Megan Fox. She wore this sheer dress, and oh man, do people have a lot to say. Also, we have Lil Nas X with this lilac Versace number. He won the Video of the Year award for his song Montero, and the video was controversial to say the least. And our host with the most Doja Cat, she took a seat. Literally, she wore a chair on her head. Very avant-garde. And speaking of cats, check this one out. Oh my God! The kitty falls 30 feet, but is caught by nothing more than an American flag. Because America, don't worry, the feline's okay. And that's all I have for you for today. Blast off.
Welcome back to DBL. Some say your best life is written in the stars. We've all heard what astrology is, but what can it actually tell us about our lives? This is a common question that astrologer Aliza Kelly answers in her new book, and luckily the universe brought her to us today. Aliza, welcome to DBL. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we can't wait to talk to you about your new book. But first, break it down for us. And how do you explain astrology to people who just don't get it, or they think it's bogus?
Well, you know, I've been doing this for almost a decade. So at this point, I'm not really the target demographic for someone who has no interest in astrology whatsoever. But I will say that how I describe astrology is an interpretation of the stars that provides us with insight on personality, preferences, and timing.
I am all in. I am a believer, okay? I'm a believer. So, girlfriend, let's talk star signs here. So, I'm an Aquarius, Sam is a Leo, Al is a Cancer, Jeff is a Gemini, and our other co-host, Tori, is a Capricorn. So, what does that say about our show?
Ooh.
Well, what I love about all of your signs is that we actually have a lot of opposite signs. So, Leo and Aquarius are opposite, Cancer and Capricorn are opposite. Gemini is the only sign that doesn't have its match in the group, but that's okay because Gemini is represented by the twins, so it inherently has a duality to it, so it doesn't necessarily need to have its opposite there in the same way that you guys are all supported.
I love that. Makes me feel good. Now, our show's birthday is September 18th, and we're going into year 5. Now, what did the stars say about the upcoming year? Does 5 mean anything good? Please say something good.
Yeah, 5 5 is fabulous. 5 is a year that is going to indicate a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. So really the question on your 5th year that you should always be asking yourself and circling back to is, how am I having fun? How are we infusing fun and joy and play into every aspect of this show? But it's also important to know the show is a Virgo. So the show wants to be practical. It wants to be productive. And most importantly, it wants to help.
Wow.
So between having fun and also helping, I think that you're in for a really great year.
Wow.
I like hearing that.
That sounds really, that sounds our brand.
On point.
That is our brand.
Yes.
Fun, but important.
There we go.
All right, Jeff here, the lone Gemini wolf. So before we let you go, yeah, but I'm by myself. I don't have a partner on the show.
It's okay.
I'm sad. Before we let you go, your 3rd book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life, is coming out later this month. What are you most excited about in this book?
Well, I'm really excited for people to get to understand themselves through this more holistic point of view. Really what I think astrology does is it provides you with an incredible language for self-awareness, for self-discovery, and I really hope that readers can take away just the significance of how valuable they are, each individual person, and how they can use tools like astrology to really embrace self, identity, and make magic happen.
I love that. I can't wait to read your book. But Aliza, I have to ask you, just given the fact that it's been a crazy, tumultuous couple of years, did astrology help you predict or somehow cope with the last couple of years?
Well, the interesting thing is that starting in 2019, I started talking about how intense the astrology for 2020 was going to be, because it really was. It was totally unprecedented. And now, of course, I didn't necessarily know what that was going to look like, because that's also part of it being unprecedented, is that you don't know how it is going to take shape. But come 2020, it started to become very literal. So last year was it was a very intense and unusual year for everybody, but it was definitely an unusual year to be an astrologer, because people were really, really asking for guidance in a way that I have not experienced before.
Yeah, we all felt like little lone wolves like Jeff out there last year. Aliza, thank you so much for joining DBL. And to our viewers, you can go grab a copy of her book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life. It is available September 28th, wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, Aliza. We appreciate you.
Awesome.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. Well, the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans. Teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
Congratulations on your 5th year. Oh, I look forward to seeing more live shows this year and am always excited to join you on the panel and be a part of the real, honest discussions.
What an honor. Shirley Ralph. I know. Who is, by the way, the new vice president of SAG, the union? SAG-AFTRA. Congratulations, awesome. Shirley Ralph. Look at you. Okay, so there was a crazy scene at the Miami football game this weekend. Now, a quick warning. This video is a little disturbing, but I promise you it all ends up okay. So there was a cat in the stadium, ended up dangling off of one of the upper decks, literally holding on by a claw. After a minute, the cat fell. But the fall was broken by fans holding an American flag. Like I said, it all ended okay. Another fan held up the cat, showing it survived the fall. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think they needed to hold up the cat, like to claim it.
No, but they do need to let people know. They just watch the cat fall.
It was okay.
We can't keep watching the game until we know what's up with the cat. So, is anybody like surprised this broke up with an American flag? Like there's some weird symbolism in that. Like,
that's some quick thinking.
Yeah, who thought about that?
Oh my gosh! Thank God they caught him. Thank you to those viewers out there.
Yeah, if that's a pet that I would like, I don't want any pets right now. But if that thing fell in my lap at a game, you gotta take care of. You gotta take care of that cat.
Yeah, you can't just be like, take this. I don't know, Sam.
It
I didn't ask it.
probably just wandered in. I mean, like, there's so much access. Things get in all the time.
There are birds inside the airport all the time.
Yeah, I know, that worries me. I've told a number of people in the airport, you guys, there's a bird stuck over here. Can we do something about it? And they're like, it happens all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
But it gets out, they said. At least I hope it does. They said it does. Okay.
Sam will believe anything she's told.
That's not true. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Get ready to laugh with us because comedian Joe Coy will be here live. And Madonna makes a surprise appearance at the VMAs. Why her speech isn't what had people talking the most.
So first, can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rapp-Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rapp-Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and 2 constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burrus says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. With your Verify, I'm Adam Longo.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll.
Wow, welcome to the 5th year of Daily Blast Live,
What
everybody.
a way to kick it off.
Yes, I'm Sam here with Al, Jeff, and Erica with the Biebs, of course, which makes Jeff very proud. Justin Bieber, who was the opening act at last night's MTV Video Music Awards. And speaking of anniversaries, you guys, can you believe it's been 40 years of MTV? In fact, Madonna opened the VMAs by congratulating MTV for 40 years on the air. She added at the time, people said that both she and the music video channel would never last, but they're both still here. Then Madonna made an epic exit by showing off her behind. Oh, we don't get to see it? Bummer. That's funny, Al. Another blast from the past, Cyndi Lauper, who won her first Moon Person in 1984, gave a very empowering speech about women's rights. Watch.
Girls still want to have fun. But we also want to have funds, equal pay, control over our bodies, you know, fundamental rights.
And just to see how far MTV has come, this is what the first show looked like. Look at that. Today, of course, we get our videos online along with streaming services. Now, when you think about MTV, what do you think has changed the most to you?
You know, it's weird as I was looking at that set, and this is how our mindset is. I was like, that'd be a great Airbnb. A lot of people would pay to stay at the old MTV set for one night. But you know what I was thinking as I was looking at that clip? 2 things. I looked at Biebs, and you know, he's gone through a sobriety, and it's like now with him, and I love Nas's new album, we're getting so many more years of these entertainers because these people used to burn themselves out with drugs and alcohol and flights and parties, and they were kind of a shell of themselves in their late 30s. And now we're seeing people with a full body of work for their career. So I'm excited to see where he goes. I mean, he's such a young dude. I hate him for it. How dare you be that young and that successful? What is he like? Is he 20 still?
24, I think.
I love the
What'd you think
Good
of like
for
the
him.
MTV? Did you watch the award show last night?
I watched Biebs.
Okay, of course.
I watched Biebs and Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
So Busta Rhymes, like, I'm old. You could tell that you're getting old when you go back and like, who is this guy? Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
Or who's this girl? So then I was like, oh, Biebs, I wanted to tune in and watch my boy.
That's what's
and then
up.
Busta Rhymes came out. I was like, oh, I know him.
Speaking of long careers, he's about 25 years in the game.
Can we give Madonna some props?
I was going to say that for her to come out, and that was very powerful that they're both around after these 40 years when a lot of people counted them out. For her being a provocateur artist, just the idea that she has always been herself and she has been brave enough to do that, regardless of what anyone thinks, and she's still standing. I think that's remarkable.
Did she really look comfortable, though? Can we pull that up? She didn't look very comfortable.
What do you mean comfortable? You mean
Let's
in her
pull it
like?
up. I don't know. Does she look comfortable?
In her corset?
I think she looks very comfortable.
I think she looks super duper comfortable.
I think she always looks comfortable.
Me too.
Sam, I was looking at the Cyndi Lauper thing, and I was like, that's when you have a true movement, is when you have older women connecting. Do you see the way she connected with that audience without singing? And just like to have that cultural icon, be able to connect with somebody that's decades younger than her, that's how you get a movement going that just can't be stopped. So I can't wait to see where that goes.
Love her. All right, so before the VMAs even started, I know you guys saw this. It's everywhere on social media. There was a big scuffle outside on the red carpet. Conor McGregor was filmed throwing a drink in Machine Gun Kelly's direction after they got into a bit of a fight. Now, according to People magazine, it all started when Conor was pushed aside by Kelly. It apparently rubbed Conor the wrong way and punches were thrown. So here's how Kelly reacted when asked about it.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened? Okay, thank you.
Whoa. Conor then gave his take on the fight to ET. Take a look.
Just rumours. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight, you know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla white rappers. You know, I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him.
Okay, what do we think about this? So you think some people are saying it was PR, others saying that there was mad disdain between the two of them?
I think it's staged. I think it's totally staged. This is what Conor does. His fighting career is kind of on the decline, right? And this is what people are doing now with these Thrilla fights and like Jake Paul, and it's almost like a WWF show. And I think that's where Conor's career is going. Machine Gun Kelly had this fight with Eminem. They were always beefing, and I think that's the way to get eyeballs on it.
What do you think, Erica?
Yeah, what's going on?
And
I think Conor's lucky that he didn't get jumped by a bunch of women who sat for 4 hours to get their hair and makeup done and wardrobe, and now he's throwing drinks on a red carpet.
That's a good point.
And I mean, what would have happened if he connected that punch with anybody? He was just punching into a crowd of people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's got pinpoint precision.
Well, he's had a history of making very poor decisions. He once had an incident with a UFC bus. Remember, where he threw like a chair or something through a window and like cut it was bad.
Yeah, we talked about that. But Sam, do tell, because you have an inside scoop.
Okay, so I thought it was staged, to Jeff's point. Well, I have a really good friend who is very close with Machine Gun Kelly. You always see them with each other. So I was just perusing Instagram last night, and my friend wrote publicly about the actual incident, and that he was giving Machine Gun Kelly accolades for holding himself together, not only with Conor McGregor, but also with Eminem. And he went lengthy into, like, I guess, I don't know anything about Machine Gun Kelly, but I know that he grew up, according to this post, one of his best friends said he grew up in Ohio. He's always wanted to be a rapper. And when he first got on the scene, Eminem had it out for him. And that really destroyed, according to Machine Gun Kelly's friend, Machine Gun Kelly's self-esteem. And it was very hard for him. Now, and I guess he had a very, very hard upbringing. Now, fast forward, you have Conor McGregor, who's also attacking him. He's kind of like the oddball when you look at his music and the industry that he's in. So certain people, he rubs them the wrong way. I mean, Conor McGregor said you dress like a housewife. Like, these were just hurling insults because clearly it bothers you, Conor. Clearly you're bothered by it. So I think, you know, I don't think it's a publicity stunt anymore. And I think that, you know, he's an easy target because he's, you know, he dresses a little bit more flamboyantly and he doesn't fit the image of what rap and hip hop is. And
well, he did. He was a hardcore rapper. I mean, he's from, I believe, Youngstown, Ohio, which is a hard part of Ohio to be from. A lot of great boxers come out of Youngstown because it's a hard-working town. You know, he famously had beef with Eminem, but I look at this on a different level. I think it's almost analogous to kind of how this generation relates to my generation and a little bit above. They come out and you want your mentor to be like, hey, let me help you up. And I think Eminem was kind of there with a stiff arm because Eminem was probably dealing with problems like he was very vocal about at that time. And I wonder if this disconnected generation is just like, I'm tired of arguing with 45-year-old men.
I don't think it's disconnected. I think that we've expedited the generation. I mean, I have a sister who's 7 years younger than me. We have two totally different generations. I'm more like my parents. She's like, I don't understand where you're getting this from. Like, why does this have to be this way? And it's like now I'm having a conversation with my younger sibling, but it's like almost like this parental, you know, child relationship because we think so differently with just a 7-year gap.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Okay. All right. So we wanted to talk to you guys about J-Lo and Ben, too. So they made their return to the red carpet in Venice. Now, Bennifer 2.0 set the internet on fire as they arrived for the premiere of Ben's new film, The Last Duel. Jen looked stunning, of course. Ben looked smitten. This is the very first time they've made an official red carpet appearance since the early 2000s. You know who also approved of the couple? Ben's ex, Gwyneth Paltrow. She commented on Instagram, writing, "Okay, this is cute." Now, there was also, I believe, Al, something.
I don't know if we have the footage. Somebody, maybe the still photo, somebody ran up on J-Lo. And I don't know if they were.
There it is.
See, and it's just, I like that Ben was there, but I'm like, first of all, Jeff, where's the security? And like, do you think this always happened? Like that people were just confident?
See, I think there's so many cameras now, people feel emboldened to do that because no one could touch them because they have a camera. I think back in the day, that guy was taken to the back alley and everyone knows what happens back there.
Right.
Today, people are like, you can't touch me because if you do, I'm going to sue you. And that's where people feel emboldened today about going up to celebrities or famous people or whoever on the street.
Yeah, you always hear about people with lawsuits against them, against their bodyguard because something like that happened and their bodyguard took care of it.
Woo! All right, well, coming up on DBL, comedian Joe Coy joins us live.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there he is. We can't wait to talk with him coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
Okay, so more about the Machine Gun Kelly thing, because I don't know too much about Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
But I don't know why I always go right to publicity stunt, because I know that we've seen a lot of examples in that in the past. But to see one of his friends stick up for him, saying enough, like trolling Machine Gun Kelly just because he doesn't fit this image of what
I believe Machine Gun Kelly, when he was still a rapper, took some shots at Eminem in a couple mixtapes, and then Eminem had a famous, like 5-minute long diss track about Machine Gun Kelly. I think it was called Kill Shot, I think.
Yeah, but from what I
Machine
heard,
Gun Kelly made one about Eminem.
Right, yeah, he made fun of him first, and Eminem was like, "You keep talking about me, I'm gonna come for you."
I only think that happened because behind the scenes, apparently Machine Gun Kelly, to your point, tried to reach out, work with him. I don't know all the details, but this is all listed in that post. Go to Dingo in Snow. He's a professional snowboarder. Dingo in Snow. He goes all into it, and he has all these photos of him and Machine Gun Kelly kind of growing up together. But apparently, Machine Gun Kelly was a huge Eminem fan. When he first started out and started making tracks and money in the industry, something happened where he tried to reach out like, "Yo, you're my mentor," to your point, and then it backfired, and then there was disdain there.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens in rap. I mean, especially and there's also like a little bit of there can only be one Highlander.
Well,
you know?
I think I do agree with that, but I think there's also this element of this is what it took for me to get here, and you aren't following those same rules, and there's like a disrespect that's happening on both sides, like because the younger generation, which isn't that much younger anymore, we think about generations, we're thinking like 20, 30 years. Now it could be like 7, 8, are like, this is what was required for our class to get here. And you guys got the internet, so you didn't have to work that hard. You can dress how you want. So there's a lot going on there.
Or it was all fake.
That was the only language my mom spoke was yell. Huh? What? Say it again. Say it again. Say it. What did you say, Joseph? What did you say? Turn around. Turn around, Joseph. That's the only language my mom taught.
Oh my gosh, we love him. Welcome back to DBL. We have a very special guest with us today. Our friend, comedian Joe Coy, is back live. Yes. Hi.
What's up?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I love it. So we're so excited to have you back with us again. And on the first day of our 5th year. So your new Netflix show.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, thank you. A lot of us are excited. Our viewers have written into, they're big fans of yours, and they can't wait for your new Netflix show, Metal Shop Masters, which pits professional metal artists against each other to see who can weld the best creation. But before we get to that, I also, wow, this is a lot, Sam. This is like a whole monologue. The last time you were on, we talked about your book, Mixplate. So tell us what you've been up to in the last 8 months.
When the book came out, you know, that's exactly when the pandemic hit. So my tour stopped. And right after that, Netflix gave me the show, Metal Shop Masters. But the cool thing is from that special that you just saw, that clip right there, Steven Spielberg watched it and gave me a movie deal. And we shot a movie. Wow. And I shot my movie with Amblin, and it comes out April 2022. It's called Easter Sunday. It's about me, my family, everything. It's so cool. And I'm part of the Amblin family. I go tomorrow to actually do the screening at Amblin tomorrow.
You're a superstar. Like, what?
I would lead with that, with any conversation. Paper or plastic. Steven Spielberg watched my movie. Now I'm making a movie.
He's doing a movie about my family.
Yeah.
So what are you going to order? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm done talking. All right, Joe, I'm going to shoot this out of a cannon for you. Why did Chelsea Handler pour vodka in here? I just got to know.
She's okay. So I went with my family on a vacation. Oh my God, she did this. She's something, man. So I had water in my ear and I couldn't get it out. She goes, just put alcohol in it. And I said I didn't have alcohol, and she goes, I got some Belvedere. Let's use it. And she poured it in my ear. It worked.
No way.
Well, let's just warn our viewers. Hey, viewers, just talk to your doctor first. Don't listen to Joe Coy. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah, our DBL lawyers just had a heart attack.
And like, no offense. No offense, but we're going to need a medical opinion.
You guys said that. Let's go to a doctor for that one.
Tell her that we said it with love, okay? So you recently returned to stand-up. And one of my favorite stories you tell is about you learning how to make rice from your mom. We do have a clip, so let's take a look.
I remember that day. I'm going to teach you how to make rice, and this is the only time I'm going to teach you. Okay? How do I do it? You take a couple scoops of rice, Joseph, put it in the pot. Put water in the pot, squish it around. Clean the rice like that. If the water's cloudy, the rice is dirty, pour that water out. Put more water in there, squish it around. This is how you cook perfect rice. I want the world to know that right now.
So have you taught your son how to make perfect rice?
I'm teaching the world. You know what's funny is that's another one that Chelsea and I did. Chelsea made me go to her house and teach her how to make the rice. And of course, it came out wrong. I don't get it, man.
I like that. I don't know why. I always like when someone goes there with like an intention and then it
fails.
I was broke in college, and I was like, I'll just buy a bunch of rice to like stretch my meals. And as a black dude, I had never made rice. I'm like, add water and boil it, and it was just like a snowball.
You're not washing rice.
I did not know what I was doing. So everybody does. You're doing the Lord's work. Teach everybody how to make good rice.
Al, when you make rice, people are like, is this mashed potatoes?
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, it's just a different take on mashed potatoes, all right? Just eat it. All right, now let's talk about the important stuff, Metal Shop Masters, because I'm dying to know, like when you're on a set like this, do you pick up any metal working skills?
Ooh.
Absolutely not. Not one. He's good. Incredible. I'm telling you, I've never met these are the most amazing artists on earth. I swear, they took garbage cans, scrap metal, old cars, old car tires, and then they would just make these big, beautiful sculptures. I mean, these artists are not recognized, and I can't wait for this show to come out because they need their light. They need to shine because what they do is incredible. Incredible.
I love that. In fact, you have like a really cool metal sculpture behind you. Was that from one of the artists in the show?
That's so funny. I thought you were talking about the Christmas lights because I'm lazy to take them out of my house.
Not the Christmas lights. A little early there, buddy.
How cool is that chandelier?
Yes.
I was going to mention that when we first started the show, but I was like, is that unprofessional? But I was like, I love that.
Is that from them? Go ahead.
When do you put up your Christmas lights? Do you put them up after Halloween, or do you wait till December?
After Thanksgiving.
Oh, I put these up 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They are not coming down ever.
There you go. So before.
The better question is, when do you plug them in? After Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
You don't take them down, you just plug them in.
Do you plug them in all year round?
Oh, right when Christmas starts, I don't stop. I never take them out. It's like, how can you not love Christmas lights? I let them go until about March.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors are like, take them down, Joe. Take them down.
I know. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for chatting with us. And for you at home, do not forget to watch Joe on Metal Shop Masters, streaming on Netflix right now. Thank you so much, Joe. We always love seeing you.
Real quick, though, hold on. Daily Blast Live, best looking cast on earth. Every single one of you.
I was going to say
beautiful.
Well, thank you, sir. You are a friend of the show. Come through soon, man.
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Wearing at the VMAs. My name is Sofia Gonzalez, and this year's VMAs were full of fun outfits. The internet is going crazy over one in particular, Megan Fox. She wore this sheer dress, and oh man, do people have a lot to say. Also, we have Lil Nas X with this lilac Versace number. He won the Video of the Year award for his song Montero, and the video was controversial to say the least. And our host with the most Doja Cat, she took a seat. Literally, she wore a chair on her head. Very avant-garde. And speaking of cats, check this one out. Oh my God! The kitty fell 30 feet, but is caught by nothing more than an American flag. Because America, don't worry, the feline's okay. And that's all I have for you for today. Blast off.
Tomorrow on DBL, a woman speaks out against her parents' alleged abuse at their reform school.
That was the hardest part, was knowing that my parents were going to hate me.
You don't want to miss this all new, free from the following cult survivor story. Plus, Fran Drescher will be here live. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. When the pandemic hit, one school janitor still made it to work on time every single day. Check out how teachers thanked him for his service on today's Heart Threads.
Teachers pulled together to buy a car for this school custodian. Chris Jackson had fallen on hard times during the pandemic, but despite financial troubles, Chris still came into work every day using public transportation, even when it added more than an hour to his commute.
I'm not gonna quit and just run away. I put my pride aside and just come to work, smile, be me.
There has never been a day that he has not come in with a smile on his face. The kids here adore him.
Impressed by Chris's dedication, the teachers came together to buy him a car. Chris was speechless when the teachers handed him the keys.
Just sheer joy, appreciation. He was completely stunned.
The teacher's kindness is something Chris will remember forever.
That was one of the greatest moments in life. Can't nobody take that away from me at all.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. While the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans, teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
First of all, congratulations to my family over there on DBL. You know, I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining, there's always something fun going on, and I think some of the content that you created last summer during all the unrest led the way as far as all media outlets are concerned.
Oh my gosh, Kevin!
How much are we paying for that?
Yeah.
In fact, Kevin and his co-host from ET, Nichelle Turner, will be here live tomorrow to talk all about the Met Gala. That happens tonight. We can't wait for that. We also, I think this is really important to commemorate this moment. We got to raise our glasses. This is apple juice. I don't want anybody out there being like, how dare you give Al, who's sober, champagne.
I'm breaking sobriety today. It's a weird way to start season. No, yes, definitely apples, the sparkling apple juice, but to you guys, real love.
To the company, to us, and to the viewers, we love you guys.
And everybody behind the cameras. We love you guys too.
The unsung
I'm going to
heroes.
save a little bit of this for you.
I know. Thank you all. Thank you for sticking with us for 5 years. Hopefully another 5, 10, 15, 20.
Let's go for 25.
Yeah.
Boom, 25 it is. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
So first, can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rap Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rap Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and two constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burrus says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. With your Verify, I'm Adam Longo.
This is it, the premiere episode of Daily Blast Live. Everyone's talking about last night's Emmy Award shockers, but who really won?
Plus, Kevin Hart's emotional apology to his wife goes viral on Instagram. All that coming up next.
Let's get this thing kicked off with our top 5 trending topics that you need to know right now with my girl, Sam Stalker. Hey, Sam, take it away, girlfriend.
We are live! Wow, that was the very first episode of DBL 4 years ago. Can you believe it? And today, we are kicking off year 5.
Yeah!
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Big news for Britney. She's engaged, but is it already time to start thinking about a prenup? MTV turns 40 with a Video Music Awards celebration. From Madonna's surprise appearance to the wild fight on the red carpet. You've got to be kidding me. A cat hangs on for dear life, sending football fans into a panic. But wait until you see who saves the day. Plus, a celebrity astrologer and comedian Joe Coy will be here live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Finally here, drum roll.
Oh my God. It is Monday, September 13th. I'm Sam with Al, Jeff, Tori, and Eric. Now, we don't typically all get to sit here together, but today is a very special day, so we thought it was apropos to be able to all be at the desk. So also, how are you all feeling about the big 5-year mark? Tori, let's start with you.
I'm really proud of all of us, and I'm really proud of our growth, but I'm mostly proud of our relationship. I think we've become, you don't see a show on TV like this, and the audience, I know you all can smell it from your TVs or your phones. That chemistry you feel, that's real. It's real, and I'm most proud of that.
I smell something else.
Okay.
No, I do want to keep it a little sentimental because, you know, coming here 5 years ago with 3 of us in my family, now there's 4, right? And not only have I grown in my family, I've grown in our relationships together. And when things happen, I don't want to say bad things happen in your life, but when you go through challenging times like I am going through right now, nothing serious, but it's nice to know that I could lean on you guys, right? And what we have here and what we have in this studio, from our camera guys to the writers, and I don't want to leave anybody out, to our boss, Bert. I know I'm a reality TV guy, but I've been in this business a while, and this is special. This is something special, and like Tori said, I hope you could feel that at home, because I really, when you go through trying times in your life, you really appreciate what you have around you. So I love you guys, and I'm happy I'm around you every day.
We love you, Jeff, and we've missed you. I know it's been hard this last couple weeks in your life, and we've missed you.
Yeah,
You've done a good job.
You know, I was home this weekend. I call LA my other home. I go home and see the kids almost every weekend. And, you know, last night my youngest was asleep on me, and I was thinking about how special that moment was, and how when I used to go to LA, I used to be like, okay, well, you know, hopefully the kids will go down at 7 so I can go do some comedy shows in LA, get my face out there. I don't care about getting my face out there anymore. What I care about is being a good dad, and it really started, not that I didn't want to be a good dad, but that I wanted to be a better dad. We were doing a segment, Jeff, and you probably won't even remember this. We were doing a segment about Taylor Swift's video about mansplaining, and there was, there was a clip where this guy hugs his kid once, and then he gets a Father of the Year trophy, and everybody was kind of bashing on the video, which he was kind of supposed to do, and you were like, I'm offended by that because I had that on my vision board, and I remember thinking, wow, there's a dad out there that wrote that down. So I started writing down my goals for, like, benchmarks for my kids and where we want to be and keeping up with them and putting reminders in my phone. And it's because of you, man. I feel like I'm a better father than I ever thought I could be. So, dude, I appreciate it. And you walk it like you talk it. All you guys do. And that's why I love you guys so much.
Oh, man,
Erica,
I love you, buddy.
How are you feeling? Is this crazy?
It really is because, my entire media career, I've always been in ensembles. And I can tell you, it's very difficult to just put people together and have them gel in this way. And that's generally the reason why, this is the longest job I've ever had. And I know a lot of you are in similar situations, like coming to the same building every day. So I think it really is a testament to the fact that, I was in Denver, but you guys moved here and we started over. I started over too. And I think just having that fresh start for all of us really manifested itself in this day.
And you know what I'm most proud of too? Of course, everything that you guys all just said. But yesterday I was at Sprouts and her name was Meredith. And Meredith told me, oh my gosh, you're Sam from DBL. I said, hi. And she goes, I have to tell you, your co-hosts never pretend. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, just the other day, your co-host Erica talked about being fired. She goes, I had to pick my jaw up from the floor because I'm not used to people on air just like calling it for what it is, being self-deprecating, being real, having difference of opinion. And I was so proud in that moment because I consider all of you guys my family members. So when she was giving you accolade, I felt proud because I knew that we all are, whether the viewers think that we like make fun of each other or get in debates, every single one of these people right here, let me tell you, family.
Absolutely.
Family.
You hear it all the time, and people say brothers and sisters, they go at it, but let anybody else come after your brother and sister after school, and they're going to have 5 people on them, and that's kind of how we are. And I do think with this Love Fest, we are kind of setting the stage for headlines, huge fight on DBL between all the coaches. Like, we're putting that, we got to argue. We need to break it up. We got to
balance it a little bit. And of course, our viewers, you guys, we read all of your comments. We read all of your emails. You are just as much as part of this show.
And shout out Michael Loveland. Remember him?
Yes.
He was a viewer forever. We lost him, but I want our viewers to know we always think about them.
We really do. You guys have gotten us all through very hard times individually. And I know, Erica, with your natural hair journey, you've actually affected a lot of our viewers personally. All of us have.
Yes, you
all
with Eric
affected
and
our
everything
viewers.
y'all have gone through.
So, a lot has definitely changed in 4 years, right? So have we, as you just heard.
I'm still perfect.
I don't know about that, Al. We got this side-by-side of Al, speaking of which, on your very first show. Okay, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's take a look.
Oh, God.
I look like a shady guy, like at a Miami nightclub.
No, you don't.
That like just hits on your girl as soon as you go to get like use the bathroom. How serious is that?
You've definitely changed.
Yeah.
I
look like.
Oh my gosh, Al!
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we've grown up. A lot of this is Carrie, our stylist, and probably me getting sober. That helped a little bit. So I think we wouldn't have some of those pictures if I if I was sober the whole time. But this has been such an experience, and you guys have been there for me the entire time, and I love y'all to death.
Amen. Erica, let's take a look at Erica's side-by-side. She's definitely grown right in front of our viewers' eyes. Let's take a look. What do you think, Erica, when you see that girl? What do you think when you see her?
Ah, man, she was so optimistic and, and like, I got to hand it to that girl. She was fearless because sometimes I look back like, what was I doing? But it got me here, and I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
And Jeff, let's take a look at Jeff's side by side. What's changed for you personally, Jeff, when you look at this photo?
You know,
you look the same.
You look great.
My hair's a little longer, but I think I've just inside. I think personally, as a father, I've grown a lot. As a husband, I've grown a lot. Hopefully, like Al said, be better was my hashtag
I mean, look
that
at
year.
these
And hopefully
pictures,
I'm better.
man. These kids.
Yeah, that'll get me emotional
Look
for
at
sure.
Lawson.
Yeah.
That's the Lawson I remember.
I
when
know,
first
right?
met
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that was year one.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! And Tori, my love. Let's take a look at Tori side by side. When you look at this side by side, Tori,
Okay,
I want to
here we
know
There
what
you
were
go.
you thinking?
I was trying too hard. And I know a lot of you out there are, and I was over the top, and I was trying to get your people-pleasing for the audience, and now I'm myself, and I'm trying to be more comfortable with that. See, but I still like an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Is that your tushy on the Oscar
It
Mayer
for sure
wiener?
is. So I'm not going to give that up, but it's something to say you feel settled in yourself.
Yeah.
And where was that second picture taken at? An Art Deco festival? Like that was
Outside in the garage.
It was beautiful.
It was
that
in the garage.
gorgeous.
Wait, show us, yeah, show us yours,
I haven't
Sammy.
seen mine. I know
Let's
the
see it.
producers put something together. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if you look at my cheeks, I have tears running down my cheeks. I don't think that's changed. If you guys all know me, I'm very emotional, so that hasn't changed. But I definitely, when I came here, to Jeff's point, I had like a 6-week-old. So I evolved from a brand new mama to a mama of 2. So I'm hoping, you know, being a mother and working with you guys, I've learned so much from each and every one of you. Each and every one of you has made me a better person. And I love you guys. And we're so lucky to be sitting here, aren't we?
Absolutely.
And shout out to our incredible crew.
Bravo! Bravo!
Editors, everybody, PAs, like the list goes on, cameramen, David, like we would not, of course, Chris and Bert, we would not be here if it weren't for you, and of course our viewers, we consider y'all family. Coming up on DBL, 40 years of MTV. Can you guys believe that? We've got all the highlights from last night's VMAs celebration, and a celebrity astrologer will join us live. What do our signs say about us? Plus, Britney Spears is an engaged woman. What her fiance is saying to the trolls, already talking about a prenup.
Closed captioning provided by
Yeah, I was like,
Hi guys, so I was just gonna go around and I was actually, can you come on camera? This is Bert. You all know about Bert. He's always on. Bert, what do you think has changed the most for you personally as well?
The way you dress.
So much better.
Your makeup.
The makeup. It
Your
was
hair.
just the lighting.
We've evolved.
We've
I think
evolved.
the show has evolved because of the viewers, because of you guys. I think hopefully we've grown as the country's grown, as the viewers have grown, that we've sort of touched, you've touched us, and hopefully we've touched you.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See, that's the most he'll do. I will just say that the audience, if you guys are watching, you know me from day one. I've been talking to you through this, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I don't have a ton of friends. No, but for real, like, thank you. One of the things we'd love to hear from you, if you can go on YouTube or Twitter or DBL app, is what have you seen change in yourselves in the past 5 years? What have you seen about the show? And what has really affected you? What moments have affected you? We want this show to be, we always say you're the 5th host, but we want you to be included. Jeff, what is one of your favorite moments from the show? Do you have one?
Oh, we're not getting to that?
I don't know if we are, but we're here now.
Oh, well, I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, God. Will you just say...
No.
All right, well, I'll tell you mine.
My favorite one was when Jeff makes fun of Tori.
Well,
made
this
fun
has
of
been-
Tori
Here,
that
you know
one
what?
time.
The one that I didn't put in the prompter, but a close second, was you playing Double Dare.
My arms gave out
Dude, that-
because I have no strength.
If no matter where I'm at in my life, if someone sends me that picture of your arms just giving out, I will.
I was doing a
laugh out
wheelbarrow and I
loud.
just went,
That was just a hilarious moment.
It was really, really bad. It was quite, but I
There's
started
one
working
better
out.
that I put in there, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it.
Well, we'll see. But let us know how you guys have changed and how you've grown. We've tried to grow with you. And let us know, even DM me, let me know, because I'm, I really want to be part of your lives, not just on the TV, but also in social media. That totally works. And let us know how you're doing. Much love to you all. I'm not going to be on the show. These 4 are taking over. I'll be on tomorrow. Much, much love. Bye, guys.
DBL. As I'm sure you may have seen, some big news for Miss Britney Spears. The 39-year-old is engaged to her boyfriend, Sam Asghari, who is 27. She posted this video to her Instagram yesterday showing off her new bling and fiance. Britney commented, I can't bleeping believe it. The ring is reportedly a 4-carat stone with the word lioness engraved on the inside. It's reportedly worth $70 grand. Now, some people like Octavia Spencer commented on the post telling Britney to get him to sign a prenup. Britney's fiance Sam responded saying, quote, of course we're getting an ironclad prenup to protect my Jeep and shoe collection in case she dumps me one day. Erica, what did you think of, because that wasn't the only, if you look at the comments, you'll see a lot of people saying you better get yourself a prenup, Miss Britney.
Right. I think at this point, a lot of people have a very vested interest in her because they've advocated kind of virtually through her, through a movement. But not every time someone gives you unsolicited advice is it really coming from a terrible place. Sometimes it's based on their own experiences. And I know if I have an opportunity to like quickly warn somebody, it's probably not about me, but it makes me sleep better at night. Like, at least I said it.
Right.
Like, you know.
I hope, Erica, Jeff, Sam, that we get to the point in our society where we don't look at prenups as warnings. We look at them as practical information when going into a contract negotiation. We love each other, but let's be honest about what we're doing here. We're in a lawyer's office and we're signing documents. This is not about love right now. So let's protect each other, because right now everything's great. We know what the divorce rate is. We're going to say that's not going to happen to us, but we have to say 50-50. No different than if you were going skydiving, you got to sign some waivers. So be an adult about it for a few minutes and just sign something, protect each other.
All right. I like the sensibility, Al. Coming up on DBL, celebrity astrologer Aliza Kelly is here live. Woo! There she is. She's going to tell us what's in the stars when it comes to our signs. We cannot wait.
Ooh.
The VMAs. My name is Sofia Gonzalez, and this year's VMAs were full of fun outfits. The internet is going crazy over one in particular, Megan Fox. She wore this sheer dress, and oh man, do people have a lot to say. Also, we have Lil Nas X with this lilac Versace number. He won the Video of the Year award for his song Montero, and the video was controversial to say the least. And our host with the most Doja Cat, she took a seat. Literally, she wore a chair on her head. Very avant-garde. And speaking of cats, check this one out. Oh my God! The kitty falls 30 feet, but is caught by nothing more than an American fly. America, don't worry, the feline's okay. And that's all I have for you for today. Blast off.
Welcome back to DBL. Some say your best life is written in the stars. We've all heard what astrology is, but what can it actually tell us about our lives? This is a common question that astrologer Aliza Kelly answers in her new book, and luckily the universe brought her to us today. Aliza, welcome to DBL. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So we can't wait to talk to you about your new book. But first, break it down for us. And how do you explain astrology to people who just don't get it, or they think it's bogus?
Well, you know, I've been doing this for almost a decade. So at this point, I'm not really the target demographic for someone who has no interest in astrology whatsoever. But I will say that how I describe astrology is an interpretation of the stars that provides us with insight on personality, preferences, and timing.
I am all in. I am a believer, okay? I'm a believer. So, girlfriend, let's talk star signs here. So, I'm an Aquarius, Sam is a Leo, Al is a Cancer, Jeff is a Gemini, and our other co-host, Tori, is a Capricorn. So, what does that say about our show?
Ooh.
Well, what I love about all of your signs is that we actually have a lot of opposite signs. So, Leo and Aquarius are opposite, Cancer and Capricorn are opposite. Gemini is the only sign that doesn't have its match in the group, but that's okay because Gemini is represented by the twins, so it inherently has a duality to it, so it doesn't necessarily need to have its opposite there in the same way that you guys are all supported.
I love that. Makes me feel good. Now, our show's birthday is September 18th, and we're going into year 5. Now, what do the stars say about the upcoming year? Does 5 mean anything good? Please say something good.
Yeah, 5 is fabulous. 5 is a year that is going to indicate a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. So really the question on your 5th year that you should always be asking yourself and circling back to is, how am I having fun? How are we infusing fun and joy and play into every aspect of this show? But it's also important to know that the show is a Virgo. So the show wants to be practical. It wants to be productive. And most importantly, it wants to help.
Wow.
So between having fun and also helping, I think that you're in for a really great year.
Wow.
I like hearing that.
That sounds really, that sounds our brand.
On point.
That is our brand.
Yes.
Fun, but important.
There we go.
All right, Jeff here, the lone Gemini wolf. So before we let you go, yeah, but I'm by myself. I don't have a partner on the show.
It's okay.
I'm sad. Before we let you go, your 3rd book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life, is coming out later this month. What are you most excited about in this book?
Well, I'm really excited for people to get to understand themselves through this more holistic point of view. Really what I think astrology does is it provides you with an incredible language for self-awareness, for self-discovery, and I really hope that readers can take away just the significance of how valuable they are, each individual person, and how they can use tools like astrology to really embrace self, identity, and make magic happen.
I love that. I can't wait to read your book. But Aliza, I have to ask you, just given the fact that it's been a crazy, tumultuous couple of years, did astrology help you predict or somehow cope with the last couple of years?
Well, the interesting thing is that starting in 2019, I started talking about how intense the astrology for 2020 was going to be, because it really was. It was totally unprecedented. And now, of course, I didn't necessarily know what that was going to look like, because that's also part of it being unprecedented, is that you don't know how it is going to take shape. But come 2020, it started to become very literal. So last year was it was a very intense and unusual year for everybody, but it was definitely an unusual year to be an astrologer, because people were really, really asking for guidance in a way that I have not experienced before.
Yeah, we all felt like little lone wolves like Jeff out there last year. Aliza, thank you so much for joining DBL. And to our viewers, you can go grab a copy of her book, This Is Your Destiny, Using Astrology to Manifest Your Best Life. It is available September 28th, wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, Aliza. We appreciate you.
You are awesome.
We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. While the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans, teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
Congratulations on your 5th year. Oh, I look forward to seeing more live shows this year and am always excited to join you on the panel and be a part of the real, honest discussions.
What an honor. Shirley Ralph. I know. Who is, by the way, the new vice president of SAG, the union, SAG-AFTRA. Congratulations, Shirley Ralph. Look at you. Okay, so there was a crazy scene at the Miami football game this weekend. Now, a quick warning. This video is a little disturbing, but I promise you it all ends up okay. So there was a cat in the stadium, ended up dangling off of one of the upper decks, literally holding on by a claw. After a minute, the cat fell. But the fall was broken by fans holding an American flag. Like I said, it all ended okay. Another fan held up the cat, showing it survived the fall. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think they needed to hold up the cat, like to claim it.
No, but they do need to let people know. They just watch a cat fall. We can't keep watching the game until we know what's up with the cat. So is anybody like surprised this broke up with an American flag? Like there's some weird symbolism in that. Like,
that's some quick thinking.
Yeah, who thought about that?
Oh my gosh! Thank God they caught him. Thank you to those viewers out there.
Yeah, if that's a pet that I would like, I don't want any pets right now. But if that thing fell in my lap at a game, you gotta take care of. You gotta take care of that cat.
Yeah, you can't just be like, take this. I don't know, Sam. I didn't ask it.
It probably just wandered in. I mean, like, there's so much access. Things get in all the time.
There are birds inside the airport all the time.
Yeah, I know that worries me. I've told a number of people in the airport, you guys, there's a bird stuck over here. Can we do something about it? And they're like, it happens all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
But it gets out, they said. At least I hope it does. They said it does. Okay.
Sam will believe anything she's told.
That's not true. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Get ready to laugh with us because comedian Joe Coy will be here live. And Madonna makes a surprise appearance at the VMAs. Why her speech isn't what had people talking the most.
can the federal government require that federal employees get the COVID vaccine? And second, can they require that private employees get vaccinated? So let's start with federal employees. We spoke with Lawrence Gostin from Georgetown Law and Stephanie Rapp-Tully, a federal employment lawyer based out of D.C. And both say, generally speaking, yes, the federal government can require its workforce to get the shot.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Department of Justice have both said that it's lawful to do it. And there are federal courts that have upheld other workforce mandates.
Rapp-Tully says there are exceptions for those with medical or sincerely held religious objections. Another caveat here, unions. Rapp-Tully says the federal government would have to negotiate an agreement with them in order to avoid litigation. So yes, in general, it's legal for the president to mandate that federal employees get the vaccine. So let's get to that second question now. Can the federal government require that private companies vaccinate their employees? This one is a little tricky. We asked Lawrence Gostin, our global health expert, and two constitutional law experts, Robert Peck from the Center of Constitutional Litigation and Trevor Burrus at the Cato Institute. So Gostin and Peck say yes, this rule has legal precedent, including in the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, Burrus says no, the president does not have the constitutional power to make you get a vaccine. So without a consensus, we can't verify an answer on this right now, but Peck says we are likely to see this one fought out in the courts. With your Verify, I'm Adam Longo.
We're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane? This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll.
Wow, welcome to the 5th year of Daily Blast Live,
What a
everybody.
way to kick it off.
Yes, I'm Sam here with Al, Jeff, and Erica with the Biebs, of course, which makes Jeff very proud. Justin Bieber, who was the opening act at last night's MTV Video Music Awards. And speaking of anniversaries, you guys, can you believe it's been 40 years of MTV? In fact, Madonna opened the VMAs by congratulating MTV for 40 years on the air. She added at the time, people said that both she and the music video channel would never last, but they're both still here. Then Madonna made an epic exit by showing off her behind. Oh, we don't get to see it? Bummer. That's funny, Al. Another blast from the past, Cyndi Lauper, who won her first Moon Person in 1984, gave a very empowering speech about women's rights. Watch.
Girls still want to have fun. But we also want to have funds, equal pay, control over our bodies, you know, fundamental rights.
And just to see how far MTV has come, this is what the first show looked like. Look at that. Today, of course, we get our videos online along with streaming services. Now, when you think about MTV, what do you think has changed the most to you?
You know, it's weird as I was looking at that set, and this is how our mindset is. I was like, that'd be a great Airbnb. A lot of people would pay to stay at the old MTV set for one night. But you know what I was thinking as I was looking at that clip? Two things. I looked at Biebs, and you know, he's gone through a sobriety, and it's like now with him, and I love Nas's new album, we're getting so many more years of these entertainers because these people used to burn themselves out with drugs and alcohol and flights and parties, and they were kind of a shell of themselves in their late 30s. And now we're seeing people with a full body of work for their career. So I'm excited to see where he goes. I mean, he's such a young dude. I hate him for it. How dare you be that young and that successful? What is he like? Is he in his 20s still?
24, I think.
I love the
What'd you think
Good
of like
for
the
him.
MTV? Did you watch the award show last night?
I watched Biebs.
Okay, of course.
I watched Biebs and Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
So Busta Rhymes, like, I'm old. You could tell that you're getting old when you go back and like, who is this guy? Who's that?
yeah.
Or who's this girl? So then I was like, oh, Biebs, I wanted to tune in and watch my boy.
That's what's
and then
up.
Busta Rhymes came out. I was like, oh, I know him.
Speaking of long careers, he's about 25 years in the game.
Can we give Madonna some props?
I was going to say that for her to come out, and that was very powerful that they're both around after these 40 years when a lot of people counted them out. For her being a provocateur artist, just the idea that she has always been herself and she has been brave enough to do that, regardless of what anyone thinks, and she's still standing. I think that's remarkable.
Did she really look comfortable, though? Can we pull that up? She didn't look very comfortable.
What do you mean comfortable? You mean
Let's
in her
pull it
like?
up. I don't know. Does she look comfortable?
In her corset?
I think she looks very comfortable.
I think she looks super duper comfortable.
I think she always looks comfortable.
Me too.
Sam, I was looking at the Cyndi Lauper thing, and I was like, that's when you have a true movement, is when you have older women connecting. Do you see the way she connected with that audience without singing? And just like to have that cultural icon, be able to connect with somebody that's decades younger than her, that's how you get a movement going that just can't be stopped. So I can't wait to see where that goes.
Love her. All right, so before the VMAs even started, I know you guys saw this. It's everywhere on social media. There was a big scuffle outside on the red carpet. Conor McGregor was filmed throwing a drink in Machine Gun Kelly's direction after they got into a bit of a fight. Now, according to People magazine, it all started when Conor was pushed aside by Kelly. It apparently rubbed Conor the wrong way and punches were thrown. So here's how Kelly reacted when asked about it.
Someone just told me you had a little scuffle with Conor McGregor on the carpet. What happened? Okay, thank you.
Whoa. Conor then gave his take on the fight to ET. Take a look.
Just rumours. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight, you know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla white rappers. You know, I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him.
Okay, what do we think about this? Do you think some people are saying it was PR, others saying that there was mad disdain between the two of them?
I think it's staged. I think it's totally staged. This is what Conor does. His fighting career is kind of on the decline, right? And this is what people are doing now with these Thrilla fights and like Jake Paul, and it's almost like a WWF show. And I think that's where Conor's career is going. Machine Gun Kelly had this fight with Eminem. They were always beefing, and I think that's the way to get eyeballs on it.
What
now.
do you think, Erica?
Yeah, what's going on?
And then I think
Conor's lucky that he didn't get jumped by a bunch of women who sat for 4 hours to get their hair and makeup done and wardrobe, and now he's throwing drinks on a red carpet.
That's a good point.
And I mean, what would have happened if he connected that punch with anybody? He was just punching into a crowd of people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's got pinpoint precision.
Well, he's had a history of making very poor decisions. He once had an incident with a UFC bus. Remember, where he threw like a chair or something through a window and like cut it was bad.
Yeah, we talked about that. But Sam, do tell, because you have an inside scoop.
Okay, so I thought it was staged, to Jeff's point. Well, I have a really good friend who is very close with Machine Gun Kelly. You always see them with each other. So I was just perusing Instagram last night, and my friend wrote publicly about the actual incident, and that he was giving Machine Gun Kelly accolades for holding himself together, not only with Conor McGregor, but also with Eminem. And he went lengthy into, like, I guess, I don't know anything about Machine Gun Kelly, but I know that he grew up, according to this post, one of his best friends said he grew up in Ohio. He's always wanted to be a rapper. And when he first got on the scene, Eminem had it out for him. And that really destroyed, according to Machine Gun Kelly's friend, Machine Gun Kelly's self-esteem. And it was very hard for him. Now, and I guess he had a very, very hard upbringing. Now, fast forward, you have Conor McGregor, who's also attacking him. He's kind of like the oddball when you look at his music and the industry that he's in. So certain people, he rubs them the wrong way. I mean, Conor McGregor said you dress like a housewife. Like, these were just hurling insults because clearly it bothers you, Conor. Clearly you're bothered by it. So I think, you know, I don't think it's a publicity stunt anymore. And I think that, you know, he's an easy target because he's, you know, he dresses a little bit more flamboyantly and he doesn't fit the image of what rap and hip hop is. And
well, he did. He was a hardcore rapper. I mean, he's from, I believe, Youngstown, Ohio, which is a hard part of Ohio to be from. A lot of great boxers come out of Youngstown because it's a hard-working town. You know, he famously had beef with Eminem, but I look at this on a different level. I think it's almost analogous to kind of how this generation relates to my generation and a little bit above. they come out and you want your mentor to be like, hey, let me help you up. And I think Eminem was kind of there with a stiff arm because Eminem was probably dealing with problems like he was very vocal about at that time. And I wonder if this disconnected generation is just like, I'm tired of arguing with 45-year-old men.
I don't think it's disconnected. I think that we've expedited the generation. I mean, I have a sister who's 7 years younger than me. We have two totally different generations. I'm more like my parents. She's like, I don't understand where you're getting this from. Like, why does this have to be this way? And it's like now I'm having a conversation with my younger sibling, but it's like almost like this parental, child relationship because we think so differently with just a 7-year gap.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. So we wanted to talk to you guys about J-Lo and Ben, too. So they made their return to the red carpet in Venice. Now, Bennifer 2.0 set the internet on fire as they arrived for the premiere of Ben's new film, The Last Duel. Jen looked stunning, of course. Ben looked smitten. This is the very first time they've made an official red carpet appearance since the early 2000s. You know who also approved of the couple? Ben's ex, Gwyneth Paltrow. She commented on Instagram, writing, okay, this is cute. Now, there was also, I believe, something.
I don't know if we have the footage. Somebody, maybe the still photo, somebody ran up on J-Lo. And I don't know if they were.
There it is.
See, and it's just, I like that Ben was there, but I'm like, first of all, Jeff, where's the security? Like, do you think this always happened? Like that people were just confident?
See, I think there's so many cameras now, people feel emboldened to do that because no one could touch them because they have a camera. I think back in the day, that guy was taken to the back alley and everyone knows what happens back there.
Right.
Today, people are like, you can't touch me because if you do, I'm going to sue you. And that's where people feel emboldened today about going up to celebrities or famous people or whoever on the street.
Yeah, you always hear about people with lawsuits against them, against their bodyguard because something like that happened and their bodyguard took care of it.
Woo. All right, well, coming up on DBL, comedian Joe Coy joins us live.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there he is. We can't wait to talk with him coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
Okay, so more about the Machine Gun Kelly thing, because I don't know too much about Machine Gun Kelly.
Right.
But I don't know why I always go right to publicity stunt, because I know that we've seen a lot of examples in that in the past. But to see one of his friends stick up for him, saying enough, like trolling Machine Gun Kelly just because he doesn't fit this image of what
I believe Machine Gun Kelly, when he was still a rapper, took some shots at Eminem in a couple mixtapes. And then Eminem had a famous, like 5-minute long diss track about Machine Gun Kelly. I think it was called Kill Shot, I think.
Yeah, but from what I
Machine
heard,
Gun Kelly made one about Eminem. Right, yeah, he made fun of him first, and Eminem was like, you keep talking about me, I'm gonna come for you.
I only think that happened because behind the scenes, apparently Machine Gun Kelly, to your point, tried to reach out, work with him. I don't know all the details, but this is all listed in that post. Go to Dingo in Snow. He's a professional snowboarder. Dingo in Snow. He goes all into it, and he has all these photos of him and Machine Gun Kelly kind of growing up together. But apparently, Machine Gun Kelly was a huge Eminem fan when he first started out and started making tracks and money in the industry. Something happened where he tried to reach out, like, yo, you're my mentor, to your point, and then it backfired, and then there was disdain there.
Yeah, I mean, but that happens in rap. I mean, especially and there's also like a little bit of there can only be one Highlander.
Well,
you know?
I think I do agree with that, but I think there's also this element of this is what it took for me to get here, and you aren't following those same rules, and there's like a disrespect that's happening on both sides, like because the younger generation, which isn't that much younger anymore, we think about generations, we're thinking like 20, 30 years. Now it could be like 7, 8, are like, this is what was required for our class to get here. And you guys got the internet, so you didn't have to work that hard. You can dress how you want. So there's a lot going on there.
Or it was all fake.
That was the only language my mom spoke was yell. Huh? What? Say it again.
Say it again. Say it. What did you say, Joseph? What did you say? Turn around. Turn around, Joseph. That's the only language my mom taught.
Oh my gosh, we love him. Welcome back to DBL. We have a very special guest with us today. Our friend, comedian Joe Coy, is back live. Yes. Hi.
What's up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I love it. So we're so excited to have you back with us again. And on the first day of our 5th year. So your new Netflix show.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. A lot of us are excited. Our viewers have written into, they're big fans of yours, and they can't wait for your new Netflix show, Metal Shop Masters, which pits professional metal artists against each other to see who can weld the best creation. But before we get to that, I also, wow, this is a lot, Sam. This is like a whole monologue. The last time you were on, we talked about your book, Mixed Plate. So tell us what you've been up to in the last 8 months.
Well, the book came out, that's exactly when the pandemic hit. So my tour stopped. And right after that, Netflix gave me the show, Metal Shop Masters. But the cool thing is from that special that you just saw, that clip right there, Steven Spielberg watched it and gave me a movie deal. And we shot a movie. And I shot my movie with Amblin, and it comes out April 2022. It's called Easter Sunday. It's about me, my family, everything. It's so cool. And I'm part of the Amblin family. I go tomorrow to actually do the screening at Amblin tomorrow.
You're a superstar. Like, what?
I would lead with that, with any conversation. Paper, plastic. Steven Spielberg watched my movie. Now I'm making a movie.
He's doing a movie about my family.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna order? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. I'm gonna shoot this out of a cannon for you. Why did Chelsea Handler pour vodka in here? I just gotta know.
She's okay. So I went with my family on a vacation. Oh my God, she did this. She's something, man. So I had water in my ear and I couldn't get it out. She goes, just put alcohol in it. And I said I didn't have alcohol, and she goes, I got some Belvedere. Let's use it. And she poured it in my ear. It worked.
No way.
Well, let's just warn our viewers. Hey, viewers, just talk to your doctor first. Don't listen to Joe Coy. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah, our DBL lawyers just had a heart attack.
No offense. No offense, but we're going to need a medical opinion.
You guys said that. Let's go to a doctor for that one.
Tell her that we said it with love, okay? So you recently returned to stand-up. And one of my favorite stories you tell is about you learning how to make rice from your mom. We do have a clip, so let's take a look.
I remember that day. I'm going to teach you how to make rice, and this is the only time I'm going to teach you. Okay? How do I do it? You take a couple scoops of rice, Joseph, put it in the pot. Put water in the pot, squish it around. Clean the rice like that. If the water's cloudy, the rice is dirty, pour that water out. Put more water in there, squish it around. This is how you cook perfect rice. I want the world to know that right now.
So have you taught your son how to make perfect rice?
I'm teaching the world. You know what's funny is that's another one that Chelsea and I did. Chelsea made me go to her house and teach her how to make the rice. And of course, it came out wrong. I don't get it, man.
I like that. I don't know why. I always like when someone goes there with like an intention and then it
fails.
I was broke in college, and I was like, I'll just buy a bunch of rice to like stretch my meals. And as a black dude, I'd never made rice. I'm like, add water and boil it, and it was just like a snowball.
You're not washing rice.
I did not know what I was doing. So everybody does. You're doing the Lord's work. Teach everybody how to make good rice.
Al, when you make rice, people are like, is this mashed potatoes?
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, it's just a different take on mashed potatoes, all right? Just eat it. All right, now let's talk about the important stuff. Metal Shop Masters, because I'm dying to know, like when you're on a set like this, do you pick up any metal working skills?
Ooh.
Absolutely not. Not one. He's good. Incredible. I'm telling you, I've never met these are the most amazing artists on earth. I swear. They took garbage cans, scrap metal, old cars, old car tires, and then they would just make these big, beautiful sculptures. I mean, these artists are not recognized, and I can't wait for this show to come out because they need their light. They need to shine because what they do is incredible. Incredible.
I love that. In fact, you have like a really cool metal sculpture behind you. Was that from one of the artists in the show?
That's so funny. I thought you were talking about the Christmas lights because I'm lazy to take them out of my house.
Not the Christmas lights. A little early there, buddy.
How cool is that chandelier?
Yes.
I was going to mention that when we first started the show, but I was like, is that unprofessional? But I was like, that's, I love that.
Is that from them? Go ahead.
When do you put up your Christmas lights? Do you put them up after Halloween or do you wait till December?
After Thanksgiving.
Oh, I put these up 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
They are not coming down ever.
There you go. So before.
The better question is, when do you plug them in? After Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
You don't take them down, you just plug them in.
Do you plug them in all year round?
Oh, right when Christmas starts, I don't stop. I never take them out. It's like, how can you not love Christmas lights? I let them go until about March.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors are like, take them down, Joe. Take them down.
I know. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for chatting with us. And for you at home, do not forget to watch Joe on Metal Shop Masters, streaming on Netflix right now. Thank you so much, Joe. We always love seeing you.
Real quick, though, hold on. Daily Blast Live, best looking cast on earth, every single one of you.
I was gonna say
beautiful.
Well, thank you, sir. You are a friend of the show. Come through soon, man.
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
The VMAs. My name is Sofia Gonzalez, and this year's VMAs were full of fun outfits. The internet is going crazy over one in particular, Megan Fox. She wore this sheer dress, and oh man, do people have a lot to say. Also, we have Lil Nas X with this lilac Versace number. He won the Video of the Year award for his song Montero, and the video was controversial to say the least. And our host with the most Doja Cat, she took a seat. Literally, she wore a chair on her head. Very avant-garde. And speaking of cats, check this one out. Oh my God! The kitty falls 30 feet, but is caught by nothing more than an American flag. Because America, don't worry, the feline's okay. And that's all I have for you for today. Blast up.
Tomorrow on DBL, a woman speaks out against her parents' alleged abuse at their reform school.
That was the hardest part, was knowing that my parents were gonna hate me.
You don't want to miss this all new, free from the following cult survivor story. Plus, Fran Drescher will be here live. That's tomorrow on DBL.
Welcome back to DBL. When the pandemic hit, one school janitor still made it to work on time every single day. Check out how teachers thanked him for his service on today's Heart Threads.
Teachers pulled together to buy a car for this school custodian. Chris Jackson had fallen on hard times during the pandemic, but despite financial troubles, Chris still came into work every day using public transportation, even when it added more than an hour to his commute.
I'm not gonna quit and just run away. I put my pride aside and just come to work, smile, be me.
There has never been a day that he has not come in with a smile on his face. The kids here adore him.
Impressed by Chris's dedication, the teachers came together to buy him a car. Chris was speechless when the teachers handed him the keys.
Just sheer joy, appreciation. He was completely stunned.
The teacher's kindness is something Chris will remember forever.
That was one of the greatest moments in life. Can't nobody take that away from me at all.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Football season is now underway, and this year all teams are allowing fans in the stands. But you might be wondering if those fans have to be vaccinated against COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the NFL, the teams themselves, and their stadiums. The NFL's game ticket policy doesn't mention a vaccine requirement. Instead, there's a health promise. It asks for unvaccinated fans not to attend if they have symptoms or have quarantine orders. The NFL says fully vaccinated people having COVID symptoms within 48 hours of game time should consult a healthcare provider and get tested for the virus before attending. While the NFL's guidelines stop short of banning unvaccinated fans, teams, stadiums, and local health officials can make their own rules. Neither the Panthers nor Bank of America Stadium require fans to be vaccinated. However, everyone must mask indoors. There are some fans that will have to be vaccinated. If you're headed to see the Panthers take on the Saints in January, you'll have to provide proof of at least one dose of a COVID vaccine or have a negative test within 72 hours of game time. Those are the rules the city of New Orleans has put in place for fans 12 and older. The Seattle Seahawks say all fans 12 and older must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test within 72 hours of attending a game at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Las Vegas Raiders also require proof of vaccination for home games. Those fans won't have to mask. If fans are not vaccinated, they can actually get their shot on site. Newly vaccinated fans will still have to mask, though. Of course, rules can change, so keep checking those policies. With your Verify, I'm Vanessa Rufus.
First of all, congratulations to my family over there on DBL. You know, I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining, there's always something fun going on, and I think some of the content that you created last summer during all the unrest led the way as far as all media outlets are concerned.
Ah! Oh my gosh, Kevin! Oh.
How much are we paying for that?
Yeah.
In fact, Kevin and his co-host from ET, Nichelle Turner, will be here live tomorrow to talk all about the Met Gala. That happens tonight. We can't wait for that. We also, I think this is really important to commemorate this moment. We got to raise our glasses. This is apple juice. I don't want anybody out there being like, how dare you give Al, who's sober, champagne.
I'm breaking sobriety today. Let's do it.
No
Weird way to start season. No, yes, definitely apples, the sparkling apple juice. But to you guys, real love.
To the company, to us, and to the viewers, we love you guys.
And everybody behind the camera. We love you guys too.
The unsung heroes.
I'm going to save a little bit of this for you.
I know. Thank you all. Thank you for sticking with us for 5 years. Hopefully another 5, 10, 15, 20.
Let's go for 25.
Yeah.
Boom, 25 it is.
She
DBL, see
lowballed
you
it.
every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.